has got hundreds and hundreds of millions of views.
We tried to tell you,
hundreds
Brad.
and millions.
We tried to tell you. Remember I said I need to go, hi, everybody. A is for Apple. I'm telling you, I'm trying to do it, get paid.
It is the most incredible business. They need to do a course, a case study on Miss Rachel, because it is the most incredible business I've ever seen.
So you discovered Miss Rachel for the first time?
Yes, we've watched it for the first time.
Is Miss Rachel only a sick thing in the Nortman household, or is Miss
yes.
Rachel?
It will not be continued going.
Now, what if the boys start saying Miss Rachel, Miss Rachel?
I'll say, who? Who's that? You don't know Miss Rachel here. Maybe, and she's pretty educational.
Was baby Will also captivated by her?
No,
or no? Okay.
No, we make Will turn his back to the screen.
What?
Absolutely zero. We didn't let the twins watch any screens until they were even like 1 year old. So it's only recently that they've actually been allowed to look at the screen. But Will, the twins are captivated for 5 or 10 minutes, and we make Will. He's trying to turn his head.
So he can lift his head and move it now?
Oh yeah. And he can like hear things, and he's trying to like look around. He's very
torture.
He's very perceptive.
You tortured 6 months, 7 months.
He's 5 months.
Oh, 5 months.
And he's trying to turn his head and look. I'm turning it back. Say,
that's crazy. Poor Will. He's just trying to be with his brothers and turn and watch it. Not
no,
for
sir,
you.
not
That's torture.
The other thing is another great business model. I'm thinking, with all this time, you're thinking about things. Another great business venture that I think
trying to get back to the millions,
as a crew,
Brad?
Yeah, what you need to do, we need to write a KBN children's book. Children's books are the simplest. A lot of them don't even make sense, Kyle. They don't even make sense at all. You throw a couple rhymes together, you do 8 pages of that with some pictures, and you're done. And it gets bought year after year after year at baby shower after baby shower. You read these books, and you're like, these books make no sense, but people buy them because they're on the kids' bookshelves. With all due respect to anyone that's written a children's book, congratulations. But again, it is one of the biggest fleeces of mankind.
Oh, wow, fleece.
It is. I bet you we could write a children's book. I'm not saying we're going to do that.
Not going to lie. I'm being very honest. I think with your brain, Stroh's creativity, and my wittiness,
we could do it.
We could do it.
Could be bestsellers.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Ben. He would write like a tragic
Jack Squat. He doesn't have any.
He would just want to be
critical of it. He'd be the editor. He'd be critical.
That's true. Every ending would be awful. He would basically teach kids that everything in this world is not great.
Yes.
Everything would have a bad negative ending.
At least he's right.
Wow, I love life.
I mean, it's a great day to be alive by all means, but
everything doesn't have a negative ending.
That should be the title of it.
Well, I mean,
it's a great day. It's a great day.
Growing up is not as fun as they made it sound. That is one of the biggest ruses of my life.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be a grown-up, and then it's like, oh my God, I could be playing monkey bars at recess right now.
Oh, you're saying that being grown up is not as fun as
it's
that's
a ruse.
100% true.
I would say the teens and the 20s were pretty good. The 30s are interesting.
Even the teens and 20s were fun, but there's a lot of pressure.
16,
right?
17, 18.
College.
Brad, stop it. Brad, pressure.
Peer pressure, Kyle.
No, diamonds. You became a diamond. You were smart and you punt. You could kick. What do you mean?
It worked out for me.
What do you mean pressure?
With a wide swath of individuals.
I love teenage years in college, in 20s.
Yeah, those were good times. Those were good times.
Thanks for taking us off, Stroh.
Yeah.
Kids book. You said it should be cool. What a great
day to be alive with KBN.
That is a.
I just between Miss Rachel, kids books, and the final thing that we're opening up this. Okay, we'll watch screen times for 15 minutes to calm everybody down. One thing we started watching was Toy Story.
Oh.
We started watching Toy Story, and you know what I've never put together, bro. Andy is like our age. He's our age, like in the original Toy Story and stuff.
Oh yeah, he's grown now.
I wonder what Andy would be doing nowadays.
I
feel like thinking about.
I think they're making a new Toy Story, Brad.
They are making a Toy Story 6 this year, which is going to be fascinating. But I was just thinking to myself, like, all these toys, they don't age, but Andy's getting older. And Andy's like
fascinating is the word you would use?
Yeah, fascinating.
Don't we think the wells run a little dry in terms of the Toy Story story?
Did you see Toy Story 5?
I don't think I've seen a Toy Story since the 4th one.
Oh, wow.
Well, if we're only on...
I think they've made 5.
Yeah. You're not too far off. You made it seem like... I haven't seen...
even the 3rd one.
I haven't seen
the 3rd one's the best one. The 3rd one's
the first one's the best.
The first one is the best.
Yeah.
Toy Story 2 is great.
If the first one wasn't great, you don't have other Toy Stories that you're showing to your child.
It felt like we're kind of done after Toy Story 3, and they're still cranking out 3 more.
It felt like another trilogy was not necessary, but that's been life at the Nortman household. Is Miss Rachel, Kids books, Toy Story.
What's your favorite?
Sniffles.
What's your favorite children's show? Your favorite, not their favorite. Yours.
My favorite?
Yeah, your favorite. You like a Bluey guy?
No,
Paw Patrol.
I don't love
They
Bluey.
don't. He doesn't. You don't watch it because the kids don't.
We don't.
Watch
Yeah,
it.
they've only watched these things. We've only watched.
We
Miss
haven't
Rachel
gotten
and
into
Toy Story
Bluey and-
this week.
They don't do screen time.
We don't do screen time.
Don't do Miss Piggy. What is it called? The pig.
Miss Piggy.
Y'all know what I'm
you mean
talking
the
about.
Muppets?
No, not Miss Piggy. The little pigs they got.
Oink Oink.
The Australian one where the kids got accidents.
Bippy.
Oh,
Pippy.
Peppa Pig.
Pepper, don't do Pepper. Pepper gonna have your kids talk. Hello, my name is Will.
Well, Bluey is also like they're Aussies.
Oh,
Did you know that?
No,
they have Australian accents.
That's crazy.
Well, they do.
Yeah, isn't that
I've never
crazy?
watched Bluey.
Yeah, so I don't know.
I think you should be a Paw Patrol guy.
I think I like Paw Patrol, right? Like a little law enforcement. And
Yeah.
I guess we also watched 10 minutes of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Did they like that?
Chaotic. That's the way I could put it. Chaotic.
But I said, no, what? I don't like the lessons you got.
That's
Turn
not
that off.
educational, is it?
Turn that off.
No. Educational is such a broad topic. Like, I mean, how would you spin something education?
can you paint
they
that with a
count
broad
a little
brush?
bit in it. Huh?
Can you paint educational with a broad brush? Or
Very
no?
broad.
You
Very
can.
broad.
Okay.
I think they would like to think they're educational. You count it a couple times in
Miss Rachel is educational.
it. Yeah.
Or is it not? I've never watched it, I guess.
I'd say it's educational.
Why don't you have the
Is she
kids watch
teaching the
Sesame
ABCs? Yeah, Sesame Street. That's educational.
she's teaching like little jingles and little we've only gotten through literally 15 minutes of 2 episodes. But even I'll say like the song gets stuck in my head. Remember there was that one show that Ben was singing?
It was Miss
about an
Rachel, wasn't
elephant? Yeah, it was Miss Rachel. And then we got to that point in the episode. I was like, oh my God, all I could think of was Ben Brust.
So I'm just curious. So the kids were crying and were all messed up, and as soon as you turn the TV on, they immediately just
Well, we calmed them down initially, but then like we could tell they needed just something to sort of comfort them a little bit more because they just wanted to be cozied up, and we already read through a bunch of books. So you put on Miss Rachel, and they were just captivated.
This is great, and I'm glad you're back and the kids are doing better. Boy, kids just sound like,
Dude,
it just sounds like they take everything from you.
The only way for a kid to describe pain is crying. So if they've got stuffy nose, sore throat, they don't know how to blow their nose, so you can't like...
It's suffocating. That sounds awful.
Yeah, you can't lay them down because then the fluid goes down and they cry, and there's been a lot of needing to be held in the Nortman household, and not by the parent. The parents aren't going to be able to get held. So no sleep.
I'm going to say, so what do you and Lexi do? Just constantly just moving?
Survival. It's the reason. It probably something like this. If it's just me and Lexi, probably we get over it in 2 or 3 days. That's why we're going on like day 6.
Poor thing.
Yeah.
Everybody.
But here we are.
Here we are, Brad. Well, and hopefully we have a business model because I definitely need some extra bread.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Mr. Kyle. Mr. Kyle is going to be a show that we do to compete with Miss Rachel. The kids' book is hit or miss. Mr. Kyle.
I think that'd be a problematic one to send in.
But you don't have. But Miss Rachel is never with children.
I don't think you're made for children's television.
What you mean? You don't think so? I told you I can do it.
Talk about big booties on the show.
Wait a minute now. Listen, I can have multiple personalities, and you know what? Ain't that?
Wait. Hold
I'm
on.
just
Slow down.
foreshadowing what
Did
they
you
may
just
like
say
one day.
I can have multiple personalities.
Yeah, I can.
Mr. Kyle can be Miss Rachel with an edge. We need a little bit more edginess.
But is that then? That's not catered to kids if it's edgy.
I mean, listen.
It's the school of hard knocks.
If a 3-year-old learns a little bit about booties a little early on, that's okay.
All right.
That I can't produce or endorse, but hey. That's why you have multiple cuts of this, Kyle. Mr. Kyle singing songs. You got a great voice. You can sing some
Kyle,
songs
when I get back from vacation,
singing
in a few
ratchet
weeks,
songs to the kids.
Hey,
if
said
you
what?
see me and you're trying to see what's up. When I come back from vacation in a couple weeks, we're filming Mr. Kyle.
Yeah, man.
I'll be your executive producer.
Write me a script and I'll figure it out. I can turn it on. Hi, kids. I'm Mr. Kyle. Do you want to learn your ABCs today? Yeah. Smile at me. Shake your hands. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. A, B. See, look at that.
Just like that.
$1 million dollar
There's
man.
100 million views right there.
Tell me the kids wouldn't start A, B, C. I don't know. You don't like it?
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
And you're disrupting my flow.
No, your flow.
Dag nabbit.
Dang nabbit, I had a good flow.
Gee golly willikers.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
A Road at Night is a documentary chronicling former Badgers player and coach Howard Moore and the 2019 tragedy that forever changed his family. You can see it on the big screen at Marcus Point Cinema in Madison, February 13th through the 19th, with exclusive post-screening panels during the opening weekend. A Road at Night, February 13th through 19th at Marcus Point Cinema in Madison. All proceeds support Howard Moore's ongoing care. Find showtimes and get tickets right now at aroadatnight.com.
Tax refund season is here, but at Cunis, you don't need your tax refund to get a great ride. Right now, during the Cunis Keep Your Refund event, you don't have to spend your tax refund to drive something you'll love. Why? Because Cunis has added a huge selection of over 1,200 affordable pre-owned vehicles available right now across 3 Milwaukee area locations. That's Oak Creek Buick GMC, Greenfield Buick GMC, and Hope Chevrolet. Cars, trucks, and SUVs, all makes and models, and all priced to fit your budget, so you can hang on to your refund for the things that matter most. Pay down bills, take a trip, start a project, spend your refund how you want. With over 1,200 affordable vehicles, chances are the perfect one is waiting for you without touching your tax refund. Shop Cunis Oak Creek Buick GMC, Greenfield Buick GMC, and Hope Chevrolet today. The Keep Your Refund event, only at Cunis. Start your search at CunisMKE.com.
People say buying a home in winter is tough.
But fewer buyers means less competition, and motivated sellers can mean better opportunities.
This is Tony Wendorf with Tony Wendorf and Associates, powered by Keller Williams.
And I'm Lindsay Bendler. When the perfect home appears, our team at Tony Wendorf and Associates helps you move fast, even during the snow.
Start your home journey today with our white glove service by simply searching online Tony Wendorf.
A real estate team that always leads with faith and gratitude.
Tony Wendorf and Associates.
Without an Advent clinic nearby, people suffering needlessly from chronic nasal congestion and sinus infections would be stuck with either Band-Aid or sledgehammer solutions. Band-Aids are pills or nasal sprays, and they're not true solutions. Surgery is a sledgehammer, and that's what we're trying to avoid. Because most people don't need surgery for nose and sinus issues, nor do they want a 14-day recovery. Our unique Advent approach can, in 20 minutes in our office, open your blocked nose for good, with only 1-day recovery. I'm Advent founder Dr. Kandula. Outside of Advent's 4 walls, invasive surgery is what they'll recommend. But here you will find effective and convenient in-office solutions to help you stop the need for Band-Aids and avoid the sledgehammer.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. Most insurance accepted.
Don't think twice. Call Geist.
Don't let a busted garage door get you down. Call my friends at Geist today. For 70 years, Geist has been the trusted garage door authority in Wisconsin. With brands like CHI and LiftMaster, they have doors for every budget and will even build custom designs to get your exact needs. For swift and reliable garage repair solutions, go to geistdoors.com. That's GEIS doors.com. You can also visit their amazing showroom in Brookfield, featuring hundreds of doors and openers and their custom design room.
Don't think twice. Call Geist.
Come grow with us at Glenroy. For more than 6 decades, our family-owned company has built its reputation on quality, reliability, and providing strong career opportunities in our community. As the packaging industry rapidly grows, so does Glenroy. Here, you'll find competitive wages, a clean, modern workspace, fully vested 401k, yearly bonus award, and the chance to build a manufacturing career with purpose. Apply today at glenroy.com/careers. That's GLENROY.com/careers.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
It is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman here on ESPN Wisconsin. I'm Kyle Wallace. Welcome back, Bradley Nortman. He's not poisoned or anything like that. He's not, he doesn't need to quarantine. He's all good to go. We feel good. Make sure you watch and stream us live on ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. You can give us a like. You can give us a share. You can give us a subscribe. Also, ESPN Madison on YouTube as well. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless talk and text line where less is more. Now, Bradley, yesterday, Strofe and Ben and I tried to make sense of these notes that you left. And, you're a very intelligent person. We fully understand that. Chill out with all that.
You guys figuring out this investment stuff on your own is a problem.
I do sound bad.
Yeah, that's why I was concerned about you coming in.
Wow. I was trying to muster up a little bit.
Oh, man. Well, listen.
I've come along in 24 hours. I've come a long way.
Based off of just owning those stocks.
Whatever drug you took to get right, it worked. It worked. But
I should have known better to leave you guys with headline notes.
Yeah.
And then let you guys just botch it.
Yeah, we botched it. We didn't understand where we were going. When I heard Coca-Cola, I'm thinking, okay, where's Coca-Cola stock at? Where has it been? Is it historic? Like, what are we talking about here? Ben and I were trying to figure it out. So you explain to us, Sick Brad tried to explain to us, but what is Coca-Cola and the Packers compared to the AI and technology stocks that other teams are?
So, sitting at home, you have a lot of time to think, right? And you start to have all these different worlds collide, right? Like investment world and sports world and all this kind of stuff. And I said, an epiphany of sorts. The Green Bay Packers are the Coca-Cola company when it comes to an investment perspective. And I'm going to go a little bit deep on this, right? So with Coca-Cola, you're going to get your 3% dividend. You're going to have decent returns. It's never going to get kicked out of the Dow. It's never going to be far off the S&P 500. It's never going to lose your money. It's going to preserve your wealth, but it's never going to make you super rich. And even the formula by which they make money, right? They've got a great singular product and a lot of variations of that, right? The Coca-Cola soda. It's the same thing with the Green Bay Packers. They've got the quarterback position, right? All the way back to the Lombardi Bart Starr days, even Curly Lambeau, like the original Coca-Cola when they actually put cocaine in it back in the day.
Cocaine!
And so there was a renaissance with Coke, right? With the original Coke formula. That's Brett Favre. Aaron Rodgers, he's obviously Diet Coke. Aaron Rodgers has Diet Coke written all over it. And Jordan Love is Coke Zero, right? A new variation of the whole thing. All the rest of the business is solid, not great. You got one product and you keep on nailing it. That's the Green Bay Packers. They keep on nailing the quarterback. But besides that, they prioritize the logo, the brand, right? The G, the Coca-Cola script. It's all very traditional. Very steady, very stable. You're not taking a whole lot of risks, Kyle. Even if you go back and look at, even though Coca-Cola is at an all-time high, 10-year return of Coca-Cola, right? Price return, I'm about to get real nerdy here, is like 80% yet in dividends. You probably doubled your money. You've doubled your money in 10 years. No one's going to get upset with Coca-Cola for doubling your money. However, you live in an investment world where you have options, right? Not us as fans. You kind of have your team, but you got options. I think of Philadelphia and San Francisco and the Rams and Seattle now, teams that have sort of reinvented themselves and gotten to multiple Super Bowls. They've had a lot of success. So while the Packers and while Coca-Cola have just provided steady, ongoing returns, let's not get crazy, let's stay stable, those other teams, they're a lot like big tech. They're Amazon, they're Google, they're Netflix and Meta and even like new AI stocks, right? Where they pivot, they change. If they feel like it, they're like, you know what? We got to change our CEO. You know what? We got to change our business model. We're moving fast. We're rolling. And they're changing the world. They don't want to just have a decent, steady return. They're moving fast. They're changing. And they're willing to do whatever it takes to maneuver and manipulate themselves to be at the top of the heap. I said that before. If you're Coca-Cola, 10-year return, double your money, that's pretty good. 100,000 turns into 200,000. Google, their return is like 700%. So 100,000 turns into 700,000. Amazon, Netflix, they're all similar in that. And there were times, and like an idiot, I looked at Amazon 10 years ago, and I'm like, this company doesn't make any money. They're running a loss, Kyle. How can I possibly buy a company that's running a loss? I see it, but how can I... That is exactly what they're trying to do. They're willing to take some short-term pain for long-term gain to reposition themselves to be who they are right now. So that is how the analogy came about. The Packers, whether it be the logo, the singular product, tried and true, steady, stable. They are Coca-Cola. They're never going to lose you money, Kyle. They're never going to go 10 years without making the playoffs. They're not going to be like BlackBerry, like the Chicago Bears, where you're going to go bankrupt and have a whole bunch of issues. But you're very rarely going to have that year where it's just like, ooh, this is it. Comparatively, These other teams in the NFC that keep it rolling, right? They pivot, they change, new CEOs, new business models. Let's put debt into it. Let's roll. I feel like those are the NFC teams that have had a lot more success the last 15 years, and that is the analogy of everyone coming together.
Yeah, you know what, Brad? I would rather be a tech stock, to be honest, and I think you're spot on with the Green Bay Packers, and you can just look at not just the last 15 years, but in the last 25 years, the Green Bay Packers have only been to one Super Bowl. We've been to one Super Bowl in the last 25 years, and we're supposed to be title town. We're supposed to be the place that is always focused on winning. But we've only been to one Super Bowl with two Hall of Fame quarterbacks in the last 25 years. I'm purposely excluding the 96, 97, 97, 98 season. But basically, when we got to this new millennium, we've only been to the Super Bowl once, and I think a lot of that has to do with us being Coca-Cola, us being Steady Eddie, and not us actually taking chances and taking swings. And the great examples that you shared is, yes, I envy the Philadelphia Eagles, who with a different coach, a different quarterback, hell, a backup quarterback, were able to get to 3 Super Bowls in that time of the last, well, they got to 4 Super Bowls in the last 20-some years. I envy the L.A. Rams, who found a way to move from St. Louis, got their stuff together, and been to multiple Super Bowls during that time. The Seattle Seahawks done been to what? This is their 4th Super Bowl or 3rd?
This is their 3rd Super Bowl, second win.
3rd Super Bowl in 15 years. Meanwhile, my team's only been to one. Only one. I would take taking a couple years of losses if it meant that I'm going to win a Super Bowl. If I could win 3 Super Bowls or 2 Super Bowls or be to 3 Super Bowls in 15 years, that'd be great. But instead, we as Packer fans have been to 1 Super Bowl in 15 years or 1 Super Bowl since the year 2000.
And it's almost
terrible.
It's almost poetic, the fact that Seattle is in Seattle where Microsoft is, and the 49ers are the Bay Area where all these tech companies are and stuff. But you look back at some of these years, there's no doubt that the Packers have had more stability over the last 10 or 15 years. And I'm picking 10 years because that's an easy one, but 15 since the Packers won the Super Bowl, that there's less highs, but less lows, right? There are some years that the 49ers, the Rams, Philadelphia, even Seattle, as I'm scrolling through, I mean, they had some 7-win years. They had some 9-win years where it wasn't very great, where it's a year that you'd like to forget, but those never lasted long. It felt like there was a repositioning, a change of progress to figure out how can we actually get back to the Super Bowl, not just continue being good. I'm not saying that the Packers have no ambition to win a Super Bowl. They certainly do. I just think they think the best way to do it is we just got to be in the mix. Let's just stay in the mix. Let's not get anything crazy. And then there's going to be a year we get hot. And that we trust that in that hot year, we are in the mix, we're in the playoff race, and we can make the run, similar to 2010. The problem is, when you're doing that, other teams are pointing toward the horizon and saying, this is the year we're going to be great. You know, the Seattle Seahawks, their greatness is a lot because they've been able to draft really well over the last 4 or so years, probably knowing that this is the moment that they can have a Super Bowl team. And it's going to be hard to keep everyone together. But I don't think the Seattle Seahawks, Philly, the Rams, San Francisco, they're not going anywhere because they have this strategy that's aggressive, it's dynamic, and they value that more than the stability of the Green Bay Packers and the stability of a company like Coca-Cola.
800-990-3776. Brad finally explained his analogy of the Green Bay Packers being Coca-Cola and team delusional.
Quite a pivot. If that's what you think it is,
This quickly, 800-990-3776. We'll continue the conversation, but coming up next is Wheel of Strofe. Keep it locked. You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman right here on ESPN Wisconsin.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Hey, Gabe, also, did you call us idiots?
Yeah, it's exactly what I called you. Yes.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
If you're into muskie fishing, the Muskie Expo is the place to be this coming weekend, the 13th through the 15th, where you'll find an excellent assortment of everything muskies, held at the Washington County Fair Park. Find out more at muskieexpo.com.
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman's Ben Brust here for Grimal & Associates Insurance. They do what anyone with a growing family, like myself, does. Protect what matters most. Grimal & Associates specializes in coverage that's tailored exactly to you. Clients aren't just policies. They're part of their community. Personalized American Family Insurance back service, expert guidance, and genuine commitment. Grimal & Associates focuses on building trusted relationships and providing peace of mind. The same values they've had for over 30 years in the Milwaukee area. Connect with Grimal & Associates at teamgrimal.com.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talent acquisition at goodkarmabrands.com. That's talent acquisition at goodkarmabrands.com.
The pursuit of fair wages and top-of-the-line benefits is achieved when the right union has your back. The Sheet Metal Workers Labor Union is extremely diverse, representing Wisconsinites working HVAC, architectural metals, welding, specialty fabrication, and much more. Make great living wages with outstanding benefits, pensions, and apprenticeship programs in trained, safe working environments. The Sheet Metal Workers Union is a leading force in the revitalization of the labor movement in Wisconsin.
Two hearts are interlinked,
intertwined,
permanently connected like two links in a chain.
The perfect symbol of a lifetime commitment.
One of the hearts is silver white.
The other is silver pink.
And each of the hearts is inlaid with tiny little diamonds that glitter like stars on a clear winter night.
The interlinked hearts are hanging on to each other as they dangle on the end of a chain.
Another perfect symbol of having a life partner.
It's not only the perfect symbol of a lifetime commitment, it's an incredibly beautiful diamond pendant.
Just $238.
The Kissing Hearts Diamond Pendant is part of the Kissing Hearts collection at Kessler's.
Even though it's just $238, it's still one of the most expensive things in the collection.
I'm buying the two-tone Kissing Hearts cross.
The mother and child is spellbinding.
There's a Kissing Hearts ring.
Kissing Hearts earrings.
And 19 other Kissing Hearts pendants.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
To find the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
If you're thinking about an infrared sauna, don't miss Good Health Saunas at the Nari Spring Home Improvement Show this weekend. This is Jen Latta with ESPN Milwaukee. See their in-home infrared saunas in person, talk with the experts, and take advantage of special show savings. With over 20 years of experience, Good Health Saunas are easy to install, cost as little as 25 cents a day, and include a true lifetime warranty. Find Good Health Saunas at the Nari Spring Home Improvement Show, February 12th through the 14th.
Hey, it's Kyle Wallace. February is all about love, and while you're out here showing love to your partner, don't forget about a place that shows up for you every single day, your home. Right now, when you buy 2 windows, you get 2 free. That's a real deal, and there's no limit. You'll also get 0% interest for 36 months, $500 off your next home improvement project. Call 414-410-2000 or visit universalwindowsdirect.com to schedule your free estimate today. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Start your Milwaukee weight loss program now to lose weight fast. Many lose 20 to 30 pounds in a month or two. Call for your free consultation. 262-235-3980. 262-235-3980 or online at MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com.
Results may vary. You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman here on ESPN Wisconsin. You can watch and stream us live on YouTube by going to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and ESPN Madison on YouTube. You can also call and text in at 800-990-3776. Well, Bradley.
Yes, Kyle.
We're being joined by some folks right now. We're being joined by Don and Carissa from Brookfield Central Athletics Department.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're joining us here today. They called us and they said, hey, we want to be able to call into the show. We want to shout out to, our Lancer Bradley Nortman. So let's welcome in Don and Carissa from the Brookfield Central Athletics. Here to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
What's up, Don and Carissa?
Hey, how you guys doing? Good to hear from you, Kyle. Thanks for taking our call. Kyle, we really appreciate you doing this. Brad, we've been trying to get a hold of you for quite some time. It's come to our attention that there's a whole list of athletic equipment that you've never returned to Brookfield Central, and it's about a value of about $500, and we'd really like to get that back from you. Your jersey, some library books that you haven't returned.
Library books.
We'd really like that. We'd really like that equipment. I'm kidding. Carissa, why don't you tell Brad why we're calling?
Brad, we are just so honored to be on this show with you and to let you know that we are inducting you into the Brookfield Central Athletic Hall of Fame.
Oh, wow. I am honored. Thank you guys so much. Man, what a surprise. I mean, this is, my time at Central was among my favorite time in my life. Athletics, playing with the guys and the coaches. And man, it's just that's truly amazing. I'm beyond humbled. Thank you guys so much. What a way to do this. A live reaction. That's how you're going to put me on the spot with it? A live reaction?
Well, I'm going to be a live reaction. I mean, this is fantastic.
That's outstanding. Thank you guys.
I don't know if Don or Carissa understand that when Brad and I did this show together, see, I went to Whitefish Bay, and I don't know how long you all have been there for, but back in the fall of 2007, Whitefish Bay played Brookfield Central in the first round of the WIA playoffs. I was a senior and Brad was a senior, and only one person's career went on. I mean, one person a lot longer than the other after that game, and it was not me because Bradley Nortman put my Whitefish Bay Blue Dukes out of the playoffs. So the fact that I get to do a show with this guy who deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, you guys did it here today, is unbelievable, Brad. Congratulations.
Wow. Well, Don and Carissa, thank you guys again. I just, reflecting on it, was really blessed to play at Wisconsin in the NFL and stuff, but it's hard to put what do you value more? However, the times of playing basketball on the Brookfield Central Court or Friday Night Lights, it's organic in a way that can't be replicated. And it's such an honor to be at Brookfield Central High School Athletic Hall of Fame. It's amazing. All the memories, emotions are coming back up. Kyle trying to hold back some of the emotions coming
let
through.
It flow,
but,
man. It's awesome.
It certainly cannot go without saying none of that other stuff that happens in my life doesn't happen without Brookfield Central. It just doesn't. And I'll be forever grateful to the high school, to my coaches, teammates. Don and Carissa, I'm at a little bit of a loss of words. It's my job right now is to bring emotions and reaction to the audio platform and with words, but can't tell you how much this honor means to me. And I'm forever a Lancer. However it plays out and all the different teams I've played on, Bleeding Blue and Bleeding Lancer Blue was always my first love, and it always will be.
Well, we're excited to have you. It was an honor, Kyle and Alex. Thanks for having us and giving us this opportunity to notify Brad. Brad, you are our first inductee that we've notified this year.
Oh, wow.
We can't share the other numbers yet because we wanted to start with you. And we thought this would be a really fun way to kick things off. And it's a real honor to recognize you on the air. Exciting to do that.
Oh, that is so... I'm blushing. Kyle, you can probably see it in me. I'm blushing right now.
They can see it as well. They're on video as well. So
thank you, guys.
Thank y'all so much for doing
You're
this.
welcome.
Don and Carissa, thank you. So sincere.
We're so excited
Thank
for
you very much.
All right.
Thank y'all
Congrats.
so much for joining us.
Thank
Absolutely. Well, congratulations.
Is it warm in here?
No, it's actually very cold. It's just you.
Is it? I feel warm. I do. That is... were you guys doing this the whole time?
Brad, if you only knew, Brad. I don't think...
This is real, right?
Brad,
this isn't some
very real.
Some Strofe and Kyle playing a joke on me.
This was supposed to happen on Monday.
Oh my gosh.
I rebooked this interview 4 times. 4.
I got to make you earn it, Strophy. I guess I do. That is it truly feels warm in here right now. I
trust me, I can assure you that it is not.
Good job doing this on air. I'm glad that you get the live reaction. Oftentimes, like Luke Kuechly just got in the NFL Hall of Fame, right?
Look at that, your roommate.
Look at that. Me and Luke, same draft class in Carolina, but they do these videos of those guys where like they get told in a special way, and they always have like I don't know, they just do it in a special way, right? And then these guys, when they're told, their reaction is it's very speechless, right? And I think a lot is going through their brain. And I was always thinking to myself, like, well, they must have known it was coming. How can they actually not have like a reaction that's... And now this is my first Hall of Fame, probably the only Hall of Fame I'll ever be in. So I can honestly say now that like when you are told and notified of this, boy, it's hard to come up with words to say how much it means. It really is.
Yeah, I could tell you were definitely shocked and surprised by this.
Well, and I will say, he's talking about jerseys and books. I'm going through, I'm like, wait a minute. I know I do have my Wisconsin or my Central football jerseys, couple different ones, in fact, and basketball jerseys.
You said library books.
I was like, library books. I was like, that's real. Library books. I was like, wait a minute. The past due on that must be hundreds of dollars. But that is truly special.
Yeah,
yeah, it's I don't know, like you grow up as a kid and like high school athletics and, not even just high school athletics, but like the junior Lancer football program and basketball program, supportive coaches and teachers. The longer you are alive and the more that you can see things from like a grander perspective, you just realize that environment matters so much, right?
Yes, sir.
Environment matters so much. And I wish that Don and Chris could hear this now. Hopefully they're still tuning in. But environment matters a ton. And I've been so blessed to be in an environment that has fostered my growth. And like I said, there'd be no Wisconsin Badger football. There'd be no NFL. There'd be no Brad Nortman without Brookfield Central.
Brad, I'm just so glad that being on Kyle Brust Nortman and being associated with us did not ruin your chances and your opportunity.
That's probably why it took a minute.
To become a Hall of Famer at Brookfield Central. So, I just want to say congratulations, but also a little bit of a journey. Remember, Strofe? There was a little bit of a journey that we had to go through in order to get you this because we were all shocked. We were going through the names of these people. I'm going to say no-name people, but they're obviously big names in Brookfield that were in the Hall of Fame. We're like, Brad played in the NFL. He played at Wisconsin. How is he not in the Hall of Fame? And so we decided that it was going to be our mission to get you in, led by Alex Strofe. And we're going to take everybody down memory lane of getting Brad into the Brookfield Central Hall of Fame.
Panthers and Jaguars felt his skill, flipping the field with a punter's will. But back in Brookfield, the story's not done. It's time to honor this hometown son.
To whom it may concern, Brad Nortman was the epitome of a successful Brookfield Central Lancer, both on and off the field. Nortman was a member of some highly successful athletic teams during his time at BC, including the 2006 state runner-up football team, in which he was a starting linebacker and punter. Brad led the team in tackles during the 2006 season, which included a team-high 7 tackles and a forced fumble in the state championship game against Franklin. On top of that, Brad was an all-conference selection multiple years while maintaining an incredibly high GPA in the classroom. All of his accomplishments while at Central led to an exceptional athletic and academic career after the fact, starring for his home state school collegiately. As a member of the Wisconsin Badgers, Brad was known for punting the ball far while also being an incredible weapon for fake punts. College football legend Kirk Herbstreit is quoted as saying, "He's an offensive weapon for this team." After Wisconsin, Nortman went on to play 6 years in the NFL for the Carolina Panthers and Jacksonville Jaguars, which included an appearance in Super Bowl 50. Nortman holds multiple college degrees, which led to his post-playing career as a financial advisor in Milwaukee. Since 2023, Nortman changed full-time careers, going from playing football to talking football on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee and 100.5 ESPN Madison as an afternoon drive host on the wildly popular Kyle Brust Nortman program. Brookfield's hometown kid is overdue for this esteemed honor at his alma mater.
Wow. What a hype video. What a hype video, man. At a loss of words, Kyle and Strofe. Thank you. I'm glad we could be a part of it. Glad you guys could set me up for this, and very cool. I'll never forget this moment.
Strofe, you want to tell him that why he wasn't in the Hall of Fame?
Oh, yeah, it went dormant for a few years. Just got picked back up, and then I got a phone call from somebody last week, and they said, yeah, we got to be honest, we didn't realize he wasn't in.
No, that's actually hilarious. That's funny. Well, all is forgotten and forgiven, Brookfield Central. I was never mad at you.
But we're going, right?
I let my pit bulls and Kyle, Russ, and Strofe get after you for a minute, but I was never mad at you.
We're going to the induction, right?
Yeah.
We should do. I don't know if it's on a weekday. If it's on a weekday, we should do the show live from Brookfield Central.
I feel like it's usually like weekend, week night.
I can look into it. I don't really have the information.
I'm sure Brad will get the information.
All I know is Brad Nortman, first inductee. That's pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty exciting.
And they waited to make sure they could tell you.
They might have waited 5 extra days for whoever else might be notified.
They sure did. 800-990-3776. Congratulations to Bradley Nortman on being officially will be inducted into the Brookfield Central Athletics Hall of Fame. You just heard about all the accolades of what he has been able to accomplish. He was great on the field, but I can tell you this right now, he is even better off the field. 800-990-3776. We got somebody who wants to tell you congratulations. What up, Dirty D?
Congratulations, Brad.
Thanks, Dirty D. I appreciate it. Big day, big moment. Thanks, Dirty D, for calling in.
Big moment.
Big moment.
Big moment.
Big moment.
Big moment. Also on the Carbless Talking text line, Apple Man in the Apple Orchard said, congratulations, Brad, from the Apple Man. Soren said, congrats to Brad. He deserves his flowers. Oh, wow. He's still beefing with Josh. Do you know about this beef? Josh is beefing.
It started on Weekly Wager.
Josh is beefing with a child.
Josh DiMaggio?
Yeah.
Said he looks like a butt crack.
Yeah. And so he said, congrats to Brad. He deserves his flowers way better than that butthole of Josh.
And then he's 16, I think he said. And then we went back to him on the air on Weekly Wager, and then he said, sorry, I'm walking into church, but Josh looks like a butt crack.
Oh, man. That is savage.
Hilarious. Thank you.
Thank you, KBN Nation, truly. Thank you for the Brookfield Central.
Yeah, Adam, well-deserved. Congrats. Immortalizing BCHS. Stevie Sports Car just said, hey, shout out to my GMC brother, Ryan and McGuanago, in Madison, congratulations. Josh and Heartland, congratulations.
Oh,
congratulations.
Thanks, I don't know if it's a name listed. I don't know what the Brookfield Central Hall of Fame looks like, but there's a little plaque. I just want one line item to be ended Kyle Wallace's football career.
Well, now, wait a minute. Now, you listen, that is not worth...
It's notable. You're a known figure.
First round? I mean, come on now. I didn't realize you forced a fumble in a state championship game as a junior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well on our way to lose that game and kick off second place Brad moniker.
It did. Second place Brad, but always first place in the hearts of Brookfield Central.
Thanks, KBN
We'll
Nation.
continue with the congratulations with Josh in Kenosha. Go ahead and let Brad know how much you care and love him.
Man, I saw a Hall of Famer live. How awesome is that? Congrats, Brad. Couldn't have happened to a better guy.
Thank you very much. Very kind words. I'm very flattered. This segment has, I'm telling you, my palms are sweaty. I'm not used to being in the spotlight like this.
All right, B-Rabbit.
Yeah.
Mom Spaghetti about to vomit on. What is it?
I got bad news. You're going to be in the spotlight with it for about another 2 hours and 14 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Settle in now.
Yes,
Settle
sir.
in.
Soren in Heartland. He wants to share some love as well. What up, Soren?
What up, boys? What up, Brad? Congratulations. You deserve everything. My dad always talks about, how good that leg was. I didn't get to watch you much when you were back in your college days with the Badgers, but he sure did. I know he's happy. You deserve the flowers. You deserve much more than Josh DiMaggio deserves in life. That's for sure.
Soren, can I ask you a quick question? That's hilarious.
You, Soren.
I don't want to smoke with you. Should you be in school, or are you done with school? What's
Nah, I dropped out to pursue missionary.
Hey,
Good
there
for
it is.
you.
Good for Soren.
We need more of that.
Don't know if I believe it or not. I don't think you can drop out at 16, can you?
You might need a college or a high school degree to pursue that.
Something like that. But hey, he's funny.
Hey.
He's funny. But again, Brad, congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
They keep coming in. You're going to have to look at the talking text line to make sure that you can absolutely see the love that you have. And again, congrats to Bradley Nortman. I can't wait to see Lexi's reaction. We got to talk about Lexi's reaction on the other side. Oh!
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Brookfield Central Hall of Famer Brad Nortman.
I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Sitting on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. All day, every day. The Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more. Stay up to date on the Green and Gold all off season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee.
2026 Brewers tickets are on sale now. This year, it all kicks off at our house with opening day at home, followed up with a schedule that's absolutely loaded. Throw in the same flair for the dramatic thrills on any given night. Plus Brewers giveaways you won't forget. And you've got a season you're going to have to see to believe. Don't miss a second of Brewers action this year. The crew is back for more. All Brewers tickets for the 2026 season are on sale now at Brewers.com.
UW Credit Union presents the Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org.
With your UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, I'm Will Summers. This week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week is Beloit Memorial Senior Guard Amari Herford. Herford was named one of the 10 semifinalists for the WBCA Mr. Basketball Award, recognizing him as one of the top senior players in Wisconsin. The honor comes after another dominant performance where Herford poured in 41 points in a 93-29 win over Milwaukee Riverside. He recently crossed the 2,000-point career milestone and has been one of the most productive guards in the state all season, averaging 37.1 points per game. The 6'2" guard also contributes 9.1 rebounds and 5.9 assists per game, consistently filling up the stat sheet night after night. Herford's play has helped Beloit Memorial surge to a 14-2 record as the Knights continue their push toward the postseason. Congrats to Amari Herford, your UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
We need to optimize the PID controller for smoother robotic movements.
Our data analysis shows a significant correlation between the variables in both control groups.
The test shows you've experienced an acute myocardial infarction.
As you'll see on the syllabus, this course will largely focus on the Mesozoic era.
Get your child the access every child deserves. Enroll your K through 8th grade child by February 28 at Milwaukee College Prep, mkeprep.com/enroll.
Fisco is always there for your auto body care. When accidents happen, Fisco Auto Body on Forest Home in Franklin is there when you need them. Got a broken mirror? They'll take care of it. Dented bumper? Scratch paint? Fisco Auto Body will take care of it. If there's any damage you need fixed, Fisco has you covered. Their expert workmanship is guaranteed for the life of your vehicle. So stop in for all of your auto bumps and dings. Once again, you know the line. That's Fisco.
Hi, this is John Neal, CPA and founder of the Neal Group and best-selling author on how to have less stress with the IRS. If 2025 didn't go exactly as planned, you're not alone. You made it through, and that's what counts. Now it's time for taxes, and for a lot of people, that's when the stress kicks in, especially if things got messy along the way. The good news, a rough year doesn't mean a ruined future. We helped Nate fix a tax mess with the IRS caused by one of those national firms and saved him $103,000 in penalties, plus another $152,000 in taxes because we know the tax law. Imagine walking into tax season with a clear plan and someone in your corner who knows the tax law and knows how to use it. You earned it, we help you keep it. Call us now at 414-325-2040 to arrange a meeting to see how we can help you. Don't wait, call now. That's 414-325-2040 or visit nealgroup.net.
A Badger, a Panther, a Jaguar, and a Lancer. Congratulations to Brad Nortman, Brookfield Central Hall of Famer.
It is Kyle Brust Nortman here on ESPN Wisconsin. Let me say it right. This is Kyle Brust and Brookfield Central Hall of Famer Bradley Nortman. He punted in the NFL. He punted at Wisconsin, but it all began in Brookfield and for his incredible accolades and success, not just at punting, tight end and linebacker. He will be a member and inducted into the Brookfield Central Lancers Athletics Hall of Fame.
Do you think that's how Ben will introduce me now? Is Brookfield Central Hall of Fame inductee, or second place Brad is too stuck on me?
Pending on his mood.
Yeah,
it
that's true.
depends on how he feels. If he's got a pep in his step, then he'll give you that. If not, you'll just be second place Brad. It depends on how the wind blows.
More reason
that
to butter him up from time to time.
More reason indeed to butter him up. But again, we are celebrating the fact that our good boy Bradley, that sounded weird. Our guy Bradley Nortman is in the Brookfield Central Hall of Fame, and I do want to know. I mean, I know your parents listen. I know your wife listens. Have you gotten any reaction from the folks that love you?
I've gotten a lot of texts from my family, Lexi's family, lot other folks. Lots of congratulations. No text from Lexi makes me think that her hands are full with the sick kids at home.
Do you think she's
She probably already knows.
Oh, really? You think so?
Well, because it seems like my parents knew.
Oh, did they?
I think Stephanie Sutton gave them a heads up that it was happening, but they're keeping it a secret. So, yeah, some very big congratulations. Something I'm going to walk in with my chest a little bit more proud walking into the house.
As you should.
Lexi, you're married to a Hall of Famer.
As
now.
you should. Me and Strofe won't ever be in the Hall of Fame. And what sucks is that I know for a fact, like, Strofe will probably get into a Hall of Fame before me. It absolutely sucks.
You think he will?
Dude, yeah.
Strofe's going to get into his high school Hall of Fame before you?
His high school is much smaller, less people with accolades.
Oh, wow.
But 800-990-3776. You're on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, and I think you want to talk to Bradley, huh?
Yes.
Hello? Who is that, Brad?
Hello.
Do you know
Hey, Brad. It's Mom.
Hey, Mom. How's it going? Thanks for calling.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you, Mom.
And Dad.
Thank you, Mom and Dad. How's Will doing?
Will's good.
Will's doing good. He's watching you. We let him listen to you on. We have YouTube on.
Hey,
so
Will.
wait a minute. Screen? Hear your voice.
Yeah.
Screen
Mom, I said
time?
no screen time.
I know. Only gammies can do that. But we decided since it was such a special occasion, Will wanted to be able to see Daddy and be happy for him too.
Oh, that's very, very kind. Thank you, guys. Honored an incredible moment. And I got to ask, though, it's from the text, how long did you know this for, Mom and Dad?
Well, I can't get all those results out.
Okay, that's fair.
Miss. Yes, but we've known just for a couple days. But no, Stephanie Sutton from Channel 12, who is the coordinator for the BC Hall of Fame, she was also involved in making sure that you got in this time and was so excited. And so she had texted me saying that they were trying to make this phone call work along with Alex. So I'm glad Strofe and it all worked out, and you were back at work today, so it all came full circle.
Yes, it really did. Well, thank you guys for the congratulations. Thank you guys for all of your support and love and coaching and encouraging and setting me up to have success in high school and well beyond. I love you guys very much.
Yeah, we loved all the times at BC.
I have to ask Brad's parents, when did you know that your son, obviously you knew you had a great kid, but when did you know that your son was going to be booting and punting the ball in the NFL? Was there a point where it was like, oh my gosh,
Good
honey,
question.
I think we might actually done something here with this kid.
Actually, it was probably when he was a freshman, sophomore, and nobody else wanted to do it, so he took over and did the punting for the junior Lancers and for high school. So that's probably when we knew we had a chance.
You mean to tell me Brad, just because he's such a nice guy and they said anybody want to punt, he said I'll punt. That's how you fell into punting?
I seem to remember my dad being a coach for that junior Lancer team. Spot needed to be filled. Said, son, go get him. And then I just started bludgeoning the ball.
Well, let that be a lesson.
Yep, that's very good. All right, congratulations. Have a great rest of the show.
Thanks,
Thank
Mom and
you.
Dad.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. That is super
awesome.
cool. Good to hear Mom and Dad over these airwaves.
Yeah, man.
That is thrilling. Yeah, it's Brookfield Central High School Hall of Fame. Brad Nortman. Has a ring to it. Feels pretty good.
It does. And what's great is that you'll be able to one day take your son to Brookfield Central High School and be able to look at the plaque and say, all your kids, and take them there and say, hey, this is Dad. This is what I used to do.
That's me, boys.
That's all. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Awesome. But Strofe, It was a wild time trying to make sure that Brad actually got this. I mean, I know his parents just alluded to them talking to Stephanie Sutton, but we went round and round and round. And poor Strofe, he's on vacation next week, and he was like,
I thought I was going to miss it.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to be ill until I got back from
That
vacation.
would have been truly
After hearing what you sounded like yesterday, I wasn't certain you'd be back next week.
That would have been truly heartbreaking to orchestrate all of this. And
it makes me both sad and kind of happy that your sickness delayed everybody else being inducted alongside you, finding out that they're being inducted as well.
That's a long time. They're had like on a Friday afternoon too to try to get a hold of everybody. They're gonna have their work cut out for them to be able to get a hold of everybody and make sure that they get notified.
I mean, eventually when they answer the phone, it's going to be something awesome. I wonder how big the class is going to be.
Good question. Good question.
And you're probably going to be the marquee guy too. So, but marquee person goes last. Or did it kind of go halfway through and then?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to write a speech for this. I'm guessing.
You said what?
I'm gonna have to write a speech for this.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
Boy,
I can help. Did you hear the speech I wrote?
That was incredible. You got to be my hype man for it. That's the thing. You got to be my intro guy, if there is such a thing.
800-990-3776. That is the Carbless Talk and Text line. And I guess we have another surprise for somebody here who wants to join in. A woman that you say, I love Lexi.
Uh-oh. I love Lexi.
Welcome into Kyle, Brust Nortman.
Hello. Congratulations, Brad.
Thank you, Lexi. How does it feel to be married to a Hall of Famer?
So great. So great. No one's surprised. No one more deserving. And it feels great to be married to you.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to be walking in a little bit more strut in my step when I get back home tonight.
I'm sure. I know. I'm sure you will.
Well, thank you,
sure.
baby.
Were you surprised?
I was very surprised. If you heard it or not, I don't know. It's just I'm here in Brookfield Central. I'm hearing returning jerseys and textbooks, and then when they said it, it was a lot of relief, but a lot of excitement, and Lexi, you've been on my journey for a long time, and your love and support and care and encouragement, and I don't know, just being the best person I know helped get me to where it was. Like as I said, there's no Wisconsin or NFL without Brookfield Central. There's none of this without Lexi. So it's an honor to walk with you too. And Lexi, I expect your finest gown and outing for May 16th when I show you off to the Brookfield Central Hall of Fame.
Wow, get a room,
I'm gonna
guys!
walk in with a Hall of Fame wife, boys.
Get a room.
Oh, my goodness.
I didn't know about this, Brad.
Oh, my goodness.
Talking to Lexi brings
what
out
is
of me.
happening?
I don't just say I love Lexi. This is romantic Brad coming out. I can't turn it off.
Lexi.
I see how he got you, Lexi. Woo, he got me sweating now.
Seriously.
He said, I want to see you in
I'm speechless. Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, no one more deserving. And so proud of you.
Thank you, Lexi. I appreciate it. I love you very much.
Oh, wow. That was...
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
I got my parents and Lexi all in the same hour. Not to mention being, this is a shot. I'm telling you, my hands are sweaty. My palms are sweating like crazy.
You got me sweating talking about...
a lot to take in.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I say the room was warm before. Now it's really been turned
Yeah.
on. You put Lexi on the line?
I ain't gonna lie to you, Stroff. I don't know about you. I ain't never seen Brad take that much control in my life. Brad said, baby, on May 16th, what you gonna do is you gonna put on that sexy dress. You gonna be looking good so everybody know not only am I a Hall of Famer in Brookfield Central, I got a Hall of Fame wife. I said, damn.
I didn't have to think about it. It just
flew
flew
the
out of me.
idea of Brad flirting,
boy,
is a weird one.
It was
because he's
wild.
such a straight and narrow guy, right? Just like very straight and narrow. I didn't know he had that in him.
Either. I said, damn.
How else am I going to get someone like Lexi? You got to have another gear.
That confidence, boy, you spoke with conviction. You got me thinking.
I'm coming home with an extra strut in my step.
Goodness gracious. Okay, I see how Brad made it in pun. That boy, he got a whole nother gear.
I'm glad he pivoted and said, on May 16th, you better be wearing a gown, because that's not where I thought that was going.
I heard gown. I thought he meant like night gown. I said, oh, wow.
I'll be home in 2 hours, baby.
Yeah.
I said, goodness gracious, Bradley. I see how you celebrate, but no, that's wonderful. I'm so happy that
Mom
you.
and Dad. Thank you, Lexi, for calling in. It feels good to be a Hall of Famer, and it feels good to get that news. And Just can't thank the people close enough in my life, like Lexi and my parents, who have loved me well enough to help me be all that I can be. Speaking of the Hall of Fame, there's an area in your Hall of Fame lineup, and that is, of course, an ice-cold carbless. It is for me, and it's full of the Nortman fridge. And this weekend, especially on Valentine's Day, I know exactly what me and Lexi will be indulging in over the weekend. It'll be an ice-cold carbless. It is a guilt-free experience. No carbs, no sugars, no gluten, just 100 calories, and the oh-so-perfect amount of carbonation. It is the perfect amount. It has to be tasted to be believed. And not only that, the flavors are off the charts. And speaking of flavors, the Blood Orange 4-pack is at your local retailer. Now, I've been hearing, UKBN Nation, that they are flying off the shelves like crazy. So if you do see Blood Orange, you have to pick it up because people are running out of it in inventory. It is crazy how much demand Blood Orange is getting. So if you see it, make sure you get it. That's as well as all of the other incredible flavors that Carbless has. Less is more with Carbless.
It is Kyle Brust Nortman. We'll continue on coming up next as we are congratulating Brad and celebrating Bradley Nortman finally being inducted into the Brookfield Central Hall of Fame. He is so deserving. You know him for the punts, but what you don't realize is the kid could play tight end. He could play linebacker as well. He was all conference, all state.
Yeah. All state, all conference, and just incredible guy. And now he is officially forever will be remembered in the Brookfield Central Hall of Fame. We'll continue next. Keep it like this. Is Kyle Brust Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin.
Build your team, build it sooner. Lead your match on ZipRecruiter.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. All your roles, fill them sooner. Lead your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
This President's Day, stand up for comfort and real savings at Steinhoffel's. Celebrate with big deals store-wide. Get $50 off every $4.99 you spend. Save on sofas, sectionals, dining, bedrooms, and mattresses, plus amazing doorbusters. Make your dream room more affordable with no interest financing until 2031 when you spend $19.99 or more. Plus, get a $200 MasterCard. Hurry, shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com.
Calling all seafood lovers, the lobster salad sub is officially back at Cousin Subs. Fresh lobster mixed with our creamy signature mayo, topped with tomato and onion, served over crisp lettuce and finished with a sprinkle of Old Bay. All on our fresh-baked Italian bread. It's a crave-worthy classic you can enjoy in store, online, or on the app, but only through April 5th. So catch it while you can. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
Hey, this is Homer. You're listening to the home of Marquette basketball. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin. Alongside Kyle Wallace and new Brookfield Central Hall of Famer Brad Nortman, here's Ben Brust.
It is Kyle Brust Nortman here on ESPN Wisconsin, 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee, 100.5 ESPN Madison. I'm Kyle Wallace. He's Bradley Nortman. He's Alex Stroff. No Ben Brust today. And, of course, on the day that Ben Brust is not here, you get inducted into or find out that you're going to the Hall.
You know what's interesting, and there's a level of validation to this. So when I first met Lexi at the University of Wisconsin, we were sophomores, so I was fully transitioned into being just a punter, right? The days of linebacker and tight end and all that kind of stuff were completely over. But I was always telling Lexi, I was like, Lexi, I wasn't just always a punter. Like, I was a pretty good linebacker. I might not look it, but I was actually pretty good. So this will be a level of like, she always believed me, of course, but this will be a level of like, see, I could actually play at that level. Because there was part of me, I was like, man, Lexi will never know me as being like the tight end linebacker that I was in high school. She'll only know me as a punter, which is plenty. But it's good to know that I can be respected for laying the wood.
Oh, wow. Yeah, definitely should be respected for that, simply because of the fact that, you were good in high school. But what's interesting to me...
We're never having Lexi calling ever again.
Yeah.
Look what it's done to this
He
man.
don't know how to
You
act.
hear that joke he just made?
I don't even...
He doesn't make jokes like that.
Shoot him on the screen right. I want to just go right past it. But 800-990-3776, that we continue to celebrate the fact that Bradley Nortman is officially going to be in the Brookfield Central Hall of Fame and a staple of the station here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Levi in Stevens Point. He wants to say congratulations to you.
What's up, Levi?
Hey, what's up? Congrats, Brad. You're the man. Proud of you.
Thanks, Levi. I appreciate it, man. Awesome day. I'm glad we didn't make you wait too long to say that on hold.
Yeah, I'm not, I don't
Not Ben. You're not Ben.
It was only like 18 minutes. That's not bad.
That's nothing. That's a blink of an eye.
18 minutes for like 10 seconds.
Thank you, Levi. Thank you very much.
So
Very exciting day. And I can't wait for us all to crash it. You're going to have to call in for your bachelor party.
Yeah, I
send me a message.
I will definitely send a message for you as you celebrate and not hold a grudge against the fact that, yes, you indeed did enter my high school football career.
Yes, I did. Again, I'd like that on a line item on my plaque. That would be wonderful for us to forever be tied together.
No grudges held, so I'm not holding any grudges against you. But, Brad, to continue the Bradley Nortman hour here, Brad, you've been sick, and we just heard, Lexi called, and she sounded a little bit congested a little bit. I heard some kids in the background having a great time.
Yeah.
But being sick has caused you to have weird lucid dreams?
Yeah, it's interesting. So, with kids being up all the time because they're sick, you don't get much sleep. I'm operating on very little sleep. And so, in order to help combat that, I've been taking some melatonin at night.
Wow, you a pill popper of melatonin now. Wow.
Melatonin. And I feel like when I take melatonin, it gives you some really crazy dreams. Again, once a quarter, I always have the dream where I forget my punting shoes or forget my helmet or it's fourth down and I can't run out there because I forget something. I had one of those. But last night specifically, I had some jarring dreams, nightmares you'd call them. And what is it about dreams that whenever you need to get somewhere fast, you are slow as molasses? It drives me crazy. There was a nightmare last night where one of our kids needed help and I was trying to get to him. I couldn't get to him because I was so incredibly slow. I would think if you're living in a dream, it's a construct of your own imagination. Bro, I would give myself superpowers, but it seems like it's the exact opposite. When I try to if I'm fighting someone off, I try to lay a punch. I have no strength. The other person has all the strength. I have no speed. Everyone else is fast. I don't know what it is. KBN Nation, if you know the answer, please tell me. Because I don't know why in dreams you are so incredibly slow and powerless when if it was me, if I was creating dreams, I would make them awesome. So the fact that I need to basically, but the takeaway is I need to stop taking melatonin. I've been having crazy dreams. And I don't know about you, Kyle, but every time I try to go somewhere quickly in a dream, I couldn't be slower. Painfully slow.
Yeah, I would say one thing about dreams, because sometimes you remember them, sometimes you don't. But what's so crazy is my dreams can get wild and crazy, just like anybody else. Who hasn't died in their dream?
Yeah,
shot at. You get shot, but you never die. You find a way to survive. You never do it. Those dreams are crazy and wild. And I don't know why dreams seem to sometimes have you not always, but sometimes either be a victim or sometimes having that you can't quite get to something. Maybe it's anxiety or.
When you dream, are they outlandish dreams? This is clearly not reality. When I dream, they're very realistic. This is not far-fetched, which makes it worse.
Most of mine are situational of life situations, but there's something part of it that makes it not real. You know what I'm saying? There's something, and it was a crazy thing to me when I think about dreams. there's people in your dreams that you feel like you've never met before. Like you see, I don't know about you, I see other people in my dreams, and I'm like, where does this come from? The mind is such a powerful thing where you can literally create during the time of rest. You can create this whole imagination inside of your mind.
I don't understand how your brain can simultaneously create something but then experience it like you've never experienced it before. It makes no sense to me. Dreams freak me out. Freak me out.
You know what? Why do people dream? I'm Googling now. Why do people dream? I'm very curious about that.
I don't know. I'd love a dreaming expert to reveal some of this.
It remains a mystery. They say scientists says to process emotions, consolidate memories, and manage stress by replaying experiences.
Manage stress? It increases my stress.
Oh, you wake up stressed from your dream?
Yeah. Sweating.
What?
Heart racing? Yeah.
Oh, no.
I don't have necessarily dreams where you wake up and oh, that was pleasant.
No, only time I have those dreams, I'll be honest. I mean, I guess, sometimes we have these freaky, disgusting dreams where it's like, not monsters, like some devil is trying to get to you, some horrific. Oh, wow. Is when I wake up. Oh, wow. Yeah, Brad said no. He said, oh, wow. He didn't say yeah.
Yeah. That's shocking.
The devil tried to get me my dream. 800-990-3776. Again, that is the Carbless Talking text line where less is more. And we are celebrating Bradley Nortman. And Brad, I'm going to have to, when we leave here, you're going to have to, you're definitely going to have to read this talking text line. Not now.
I would be honored.
Because I don't want your germs. Maybe I'll spin it around to you. But when we come back on the other side, though, KBN Nation, we want to continue the conversation because Brad also brought an interesting thought to us about Packers players. Are they better than what we think they are? 800-990-3776. We're going to get into Packer talk coming up next here on Kyle, Brust Nortman. Keep it locked.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Brookfield Central Hall of Famer Brad Nortman.
As Strove said, unfortunate last name.
Banger.
I would see myself out.
Week 1. Yeah.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Already seeing a couple of slowdowns across the board this afternoon. Eastbound 94, you'll be on your brakes just west of the stadium interchange. Westbound side of 94, continuous slowdowns through the stadium due to that ongoing road construction. The stickiest spots right now at about 27th Street out to Hawley. And southbound 43, you'll be noticing some slowdowns there as well at about North Avenue. You'll be on your brakes through the Marquette interchange. You'll get back up to normal speeds once you get south of the Marquette. Mostly clear skies overnight. Tonight, a low of 23 degrees. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy skies, a high of 42. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Mike Spalding at 94.5 ESPN.
Tune in to KBN these next 2 weeks for your updates on the International Hockey Tournament. Whether your team is winning or losing, get ready because Screamin' Sicilian Tavern-style pizzas are now just $5.99 at Metcalf's, February 12th through the 18th. We're talking thin, crispy crust, bold, piled high toppings, and unbeatable flavor in every bite. Win the gold with Screamin' Sicilian. More toppings, more flavor, more amore.
We need to optimize the PID controller for smoother robotic movements.
Our data analysis shows a significant correlation between the variables in both control groups.
The test shows you've experienced an acute myocardial infarction.
As you'll see on the syllabus, this course will largely focus on the Mesozoic era.
Get your child the access every child deserves. Enroll your K through 8th grade child by February 28 at Milwaukee College Prep, mkeprep.com/enroll.
Grab the dial and crank it up, baby, because Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee is spinning its Winning Hits collection. Over the next 3 months, you could win a share of over $1 million in prizes. On top of thousands in cash and reward play, you could win one of 3 new Ford vehicles in the grand finale drawings on March 27th. Just play with your rewards card to earn entries. Press play on the Winning Hits collection, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Kessler's gives you diamond choices that no one else can give you.
We have all the colors and clarities and carat weights of diamonds that come from diamond mines.
And we also have diamonds that come from plasma chambers, newborn created diamonds.
Is it time to buy an engagement ring?
Or a big anniversary diamond?
Tell them what an anniversary diamond is, Monica.
An anniversary diamond can be twice as big as the one in her engagement ring.
Why twice as big?
Every diamond makes a statement.
Okay.
The anniversary diamond says, I love you twice as much today as the day I married you.
Now tell them about our miraculous no small print warranty.
If you bought it at Kessler's, it's guaranteed.
It's just that simple.
And all maintenance is free forever.
No charge.
Yes, it really is that miraculous.
You found a partner you want to share your life with.
When you're ready to celebrate.
We've got a diamond for that.
Find the Kesslers nearest you at KesslersDiamonds.com.
Did you forget the first day of school is this week and little Nancy still needs her name embroidered on her backpack? Or the company shirts are due now, not next week? Maybe the boss just declared Steve's retirement party is today and the shirts are mandatory? Whatever the rush. Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more in Mequon has got you covered with fast turnarounds, no minimums, eco-friendly printing, and high-quality custom apparel. Big Frog brings your custom ideas to life fast. Stop by Big Frog in Mequon or visit bigfrog.com/Mequon. Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more, where your ideas leap to life.
Congratulations, Brad Nortman, Brookfield Central Athletic Hall of Fame class of 2026.
Congratulations to Bradley Nortman, as you just heard, on being inducted into the Brookfield Central Athletic Hall of Fame. This is Kyle Brust Nortman right here on ESPN Wisconsin, 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam, 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee, 100.5 ESPN Madison. No Ben Brust today, but we are celebrating Bradley Nortman. Now, Brad, we had a conversation yesterday that you weren't here for, and something that just grinded my gears, Brad. So, going through, perusing through, and we know this draft class the Packers had this past season. It wasn't that good, right? We didn't have a lot of guys make major contributions to this roster, which would lead me to believe that the Packers didn't do a good enough drafting. And then you go to NFL.com, and an article that was released 2 days ago, that ranked the Green Bay Packers as the bottom. Not the bottom, but last place when evaluating grades in the report cards on their 2025 NFL draft class. Now, does that mean that this class will forever be a D+? No. Does it mean that this draft class will forever be bad? No. But when you look at the 2025 NFL season and the issues that the Packers had with depth, it is not good when you have the 32nd ranked. And when we look at Seattle, who won the Super Bowl, who didn't make the playoffs last year, they had the third best draft class this year, and they got immediate results by hoisting the Lombardi Trophy. Brad, when you hear something like this, what does it make you think?
Yeah, when I think about that, I just think about how these teams and their GMs approach roster building. And, it's no level of irony that falls onto me that, Schneider was a Green Bay Packer disciple, and then he went and he built not one, but two great teams. He built the Legion of Boom team that was great when I was playing. And of course, this new team, both teams won Super Bowls. And I just think Goody talking about urgency and championships, but then follows that up with probably his worst free agent class of his career for the Green Bay Packers.
Probably. He spent big money and it didn't equate to anything.
And you're wondering if those guys are even going to be on the team next year. And then the worst rated, at least after 1 year of evaluation, draft class in the 2025 draft. So I just wonder if things were different, if roles were changed, right? Because you could look at the Seattle Seahawks team, and I've been thinking about this since the Super Bowl, and you look at how is this team so good? They're full of a bunch of guys I've never heard their names. I don't know who they are, but you watch them, and they're undeniably great. Offense, defense, and special teams, specifically defense. And you see quickly that this team is built from drafting, right? They're kind of trying to do it the Green Bay Packer way, drafting and developing. The difference is they traded Russell Wilson. They got several first-round draft picks, several second-round draft picks in 2022, 2023. And those guys, the draft class for the Seattle Seahawks in 22, 23, and 24, dynamite. I mean, absolutely dynamite. This is the core of their team, and these are the guys that are now hitting their stride, and the Seattle Seahawks are benefiting from absolutely excellent drafts, not only their own picks, but picks that they were able to get from the Russell Wilson trade. And I just cannot help but wonder, well, if Goody had all those picks, let's just say the Packers didn't wait one extra year, but instead traded Aaron Rodgers in the same year that Seattle traded Russell Wilson. They got a haul of draft picks. Do I think things would be different? My answer is no. I don't think that I can look at Goody saying, you know what, just give him another haul of draft picks and he will be better. I just do not believe that because the first round misses. I will say second, third, and fourth round have been pretty decent, but he hasn't drafted guys to the caliber of guys like Schneider in Seattle or even like Lynch in San Francisco or guys that have done this over and over, Howie Roseman in Philadelphia, to where they have a proven concept and they've built multiple very good to great teams. If Goody had the more draft picks in the same way Schneider had, I don't think this would be any different for the Green Bay Packers. I think those guys are particularly talented at their job, identifying and developing talent in a way that Goody isn't. Goody isn't bad. He's good, but he's not great like these guys. More draft picks, more opportunities, I don't think changes that because it's not like they had a limited amount of draft picks over the recent years. They've been good, not great like these other teams.
And I think that's just an indictment on Brian Gutekunst and him needing to adjust his philosophy, his style of going about drafting. Because when I see this, because you're absolutely right, if the Packers were in the same situation and they traded Aaron Rodgers a year earlier and they got a boatload of draft picks, I have zero confidence whatsoever, KBN Nation, that it would have resulted in a championship for the Packers, or not even just championship. It would have resulted in the fact that we're going to have great contributors from the first round because, Quay Walker was fine, right? Devontae Wyatt seems to be good turning the corner, but the last 2 seasons he has not been able to stay healthy. But first-round picks has the potential to be huge. And we were talking about this before the show, Brad, is that Jordan Morgan going into his third year is finally going to be able to be the full-time starter potentially, or at least it's his spot to lose at left tackle. And after this season, the Packers got to figure out what with Jordan Morgan.
If they're going to give him the fifth-year option.
You got to figure out already, and he has not played any real, and he's playing meaningful snaps, but he hasn't had a solidified position. And that is not what you expect out of a first-round pick. You expect the first-round pick to be an immediate contributor or somebody that you say, okay, he's good, and I can see the greatness coming. We're just trying to figure out whether or not he's actually going to be a guy. You're letting a guy in Quay Walker walk in. It sounds like the Packers did have a contract in front of him, but who knows what they maybe lowballed him. They maybe offered him $12 million a year where he felt like he can get $15 million or more per year, because had they offered him a qualifying offer, I think he would have made, $15 to $18 million, somewhere around that,
right.
some in that range. And obviously the Packers didn't see him being that valuable. And if you don't see your first-round pick being that valuable, that is a problem. You cannot constantly miss on these first-round picks because these are the guys that are field tilters. These are the guys that are game changers. These are the guys that you can say, wow, he made that big play in that big moment.
Yeah, and it's no surprise that these good draft picks, they're developing quickly and they're contributing quickly. I think that there's a Green Bay Packer approach that has a level of contentment or expectation to where we're going to let this guy develop a little bit. We're going to let him grow into the role. We have no expectation that he's going to be great early, and maybe they even draft guys in that way. They draft him for a high ceiling, but knowing that he's not quite NFL ready, but year 3 and 4, and now that's when he's going to be ready. It's the same thing with Jordan Morgan, with Matthew Golden from this last season, of when are they going to get the opportunities?
You think Lucas Van Ness is going to get that this offseason? You think he's going to get that qualifying offer?
No. I do not.
You can't give it to him. And that is the problem. That is the problem. 800-990-3776. That is the Carbless Talking text line where it listens more. And Brad and I are just thinking about the fact that the Packers had the 32nd, according to NFL.com, they had the 32nd as in the worst draft class based off results on the field in the 2025 draft. Now, in addition to that, Brad said, heck, if the Green Bay Packers would have had a chance to get all those draft picks when they traded Aaron Rodgers, would they actually have turned it into something like Seattle was able to turn it into contributors on a team that just won a Super Bowl? 800-990-3776. David from Pewaukee said, I think we've already had our shot at getting extra draft picks. David, you're on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Yeah, I think you guys are being too easy on Goody. When we traded Devontae, we got an extra first and an extra second. When we traded Rodgers, we got a couple extra picks. And, we haven't seen the results that some of these other teams have had.
Yeah, I mean, that's well said. I mean, it's your team currently constructed is mostly the result of a draft that happened 2, 3, and 4 years ago. Like, I mean, yes, you can pluck some of those guys out. You can sign them to longer-term deals. And, of course, your quarterback is going to be there for a longer period of time. But the total swath of your team, if you're evaluating, is to say, good team, a great team, average, elite, whatever. It's primarily the makeup of the drafts from 2, 3, 4 years ago. And that's why Seattle's so good. They've had unbelievable drafts in 2020, 2022, 23, and 24. If you go back and look at the Packers, that year, that was the highest draft pick they ever had, right? At least in recent memory. That was partially because of the Rodgers trade. 13th, Lucas Van Ness. 13th overall. After him, Smith and Jigba. After him was Gonzalez. Both guys that, Smith and Jigba balled out all year, but Gonzalez for the Patriots played an unbelievable Super Bowl, and he's a good player. So you just look at it and you think to yourself, we've had opportunities. The Packers had opportunities to draft field-tilting guys. And for sure in the first round, where most of those guys are found, just statistically, that's just the truth, Goody has not been able to do that. So more firsts, more seconds, I don't think it's going to change how we evaluate. So whatever it is about the Brian Gutekunst evaluation system that he has, you get good guys on day 2 and 3. Your first round picks are generally missing, but there's something that is not hitting. There's something that he's not seeing that other guys are, or there's something that he's seen that nobody else is, but it's something that I don't think changes with just more swings at the ball.
And Brad, I think you hit it perfectly when you talked about you needed guys from the 22 class and the 21 class to be part of the roster now, right? Because if you hit in the 21 class, you have guys that are now on their second contract. If a guy earns a second contract from the Packers, typically they're a pretty solid contributor. We're talking about guys in the 22 class where if you hit on these guys who you had some contributors, but you're looking at bringing them back. But when we talk about Sean Ryan, we're saying, well, we don't know. When you talk about Romeo Doubs, we're saying, well, he's really good, but we have other guys we're going to let him go. Zach Tom played at a high level. Guess what? Zach Tom is back. Rasheed Walker's going to be gone. Kingsley Enagbare, we're not sure. So when you're talking about in a draft class of 2022, where you may only be bringing back 3 guys from that draft class, if you're building towards a champion, you can't have that type of foundation. When you look at the 2023 draft class, that's when you see it start turning around. But guess what? That's why the Packers are doing well, right? When you see a Jaden Reed, a Tucker Kraft, a Kobe Wooden, who is a great contributor, a Tay Wicks, who we believe has something in him, Carrington Valentine, who started for you, Carl Brooks. I just listed off 5, 6 guys that weren't drafted in the first round that are contributing to you, and they're contributing in a major way. That is how you build your roster, and Goody has failed at doing that prior to 2023. And that's why the Packers are in the predicament that they are. Prior to 2022, and that's why in the predicament that they are. I
think that you're right, that in 2023, Goody started to hit a better stride, right? In 2022, Christian Watson, Zach Tom, those are good picks, but not enough to sustain it. You need multiple guys. And the guys you're
not
just
even
listed,
keeping the guys that you want on there.
The guys you just mentioned, and 2024, good guys too. The difference is, you mentioned, Tucker Kraft is a legitimate all-pro level guy, right? He's a stud. But between, Musgrave and Van Ness, I mean, there's too many guys that are either very underwhelming, or you mentioned Carrington Valentine and Carl Brooks and Colby Wooden, Dontavian Wicks. Those guys are guys that are going to get playing time on a good team, but they're not guys that you look at saying, man, we got to keep this guy. He's unbelievable. He is critical to us winning a Super Bowl. I think those guys are nice contributors, but I think given the opportunity to sign them or let them walk, the same decisions that are being made right now for the 2022 class, I think Goody probably say, I'm okay with letting him walk, which is not a great sign of the health of the draft class.
And that's why I think it's so unfortunate with this 2025 draft class, because you have to keep momentum rolling, right? You just told us that Seattle hit 4 straight draft classes where they had contributors that led to them winning a Super Bowl. And that's why I don't want to let Goody off the hook and say, well, what about the year of 2023? That was good. Listen, no, it's not about what about the year. The goal literally is to find diamonds in the rough, find guys that are good that can contribute to this football team. This is, I understand, it's not an exact science, but the expectation of Goody is to draft well. Guys who do not draft well end up having bad teams. Bad teams mean people get fired and fans are not happy. I'm not looking forward to having a bad team or anybody getting fired because my team is losing. I'm not looking forward to that. 800-990-3776. Brad believes that if the Green Bay Packers, if Goody of the Green Bay Packers had more chances at drafting in the first round like John Schneider did, he doesn't think there is a single way in the world that Goody would have got it right. What do you say? 800-990-3776. I see you all on the talking text line. We'll get to you after this. This is Kyle, Brust Nortman right here on ESPN Wisconsin.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Brookfield Central Hall of Famer Brad Nortman.
What part of the cell contains genetic material?
The nucleus.
Brad!
I don't know.
Oh, my God, Brad blew it.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
First major incident of the afternoon right now has the ramp from westbound 94 to southbound Brewers Boulevard closed right now. Backups are extending basically from the Marquette interchange through the stadium. If you're headed west from downtown Milwaukee, I would suggest finding an alternate route. Slowdowns on eastbound 94 right around 84th Street on your brakes through about 70th, and southbound 43 you'll be tapping your brakes starting at about North Avenue through the Marquette interchange. Speeds will ramp back up once you get south of the Marquette. Mostly clear skies overnight tonight, low 30 degrees. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with a chance of fog, a high of 45 degrees by the lake, 51 degrees inland. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Mike Spalding at 94.5 ESPN.
This President's Day, stand up for comfort and real savings at Steinhafels. Celebrate with big deals store-wide. Get $50 off every $4.99 you spend. Save on sofas, sectionals, dining, bedrooms, and mattresses, plus amazing doorbusters. Make your dream room more affordable with no interest financing until 2031 when you spend $19.99 or more. Plus, get a $200 MasterCard. Hurry, shop in-store or online at steinhafels.com.
This is Coach Greg Gard. Strong teams succeed with the right partners. Bank CMG works closely with Wisconsin business owners, offering local insight, modern tools, and honest guidance you can trust. They take the time to understand your goals and help you build something sustainable. Whether you're managing cash flow, planning for growth, or navigating change, having the right banking partner matters. When your business matters, your bank should too. BankCMG.com.
You've already put in the work. Now there's a way to make it count towards your degree. At Lakeland University, your work and life experience can earn you college credit, helping you finish faster, saving time and money. With flexible evening and online classes, plus multiple start dates, Lakeland fits your life. Study 100% online at one of our 6 locations across Wisconsin or on our residential campus in Sheboygan County. Customize your degree to fit your life, your goals, your future, without missing the moments that matter, at work or at home. Your experience matters here. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
Tired of waking up exhausted? That dad bod weighing you down? Let's get you back to the old you. If your energy, focus, and drive aren't what they used to be, your hormones could be out of balance. At Mentality, we'll dig into what's really going on, then build a personalized, science-backed plan using hormone therapy and peptide treatments to get your brain and your body back on track. So stop telling yourself you're just getting older. Book your appointment now at lowtusa.com. Right now, all new patient labs are covered in your treatment plan. That's a savings of $250. Go to lowtusa.com.
Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center is teeing up the 3rd tournament of the season with another can't-miss event and $1,000 in cash prizes up for grabs. Hey, ESPN Milwaukee, this is Gary Ellison, inviting you to a 2-man scramble at the iconic TPC Scottsdale, all played on Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center's spacious state-of-the-art simulator. Sign up now at wisconsindoorgolfcenter.com. It's just $120 per team, and teams must get their round in by February 28th. Your chance to take on TPC Scottsdale starts today at wisconsinindoorgolfcenter.com.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey, it's Kyle Wallace. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free, and 0% financing for 36 months plus $500 off your project. Restrictions apply. Call 414-410-2000. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
A Badger, a Panther, a Jaguar, and a Lancer. Congratulations to Brad Nortman, Brookfield Central Hall of Famer.
It is Kyle Brust Nortman here on ESPN Wisconsin. I'm Kyle Wallace. He's Brookfield Central Hall of Famer Bradley Nortman. He's Alex Stroke holding it down.
How do Hall of Fames work? Is he a Hall of Famer yet? Can we call him a Hall of Famer?
Ooh, I suppose it's not official.
Like, is Luke Kuechly a Hall of Famer?
Hall of Famer. I don't know.
Inductee? Not a nominee. I've surpassed nominee.
You've surpassed nominee.
Pending inductee?
Pending inductee. Yeah, I guess that's a little wordy. You're just a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I'll take it.
you will be. I just Googled Luke. Who was officially elected. Brad was officially elected to the Brookfield Central
very official
Athletics Hall of Fame. That's great.
That
you
is
and
great.
you and Luke at the same time. You got to let him know.
I'll let him know. I say, hey, Luke.
Did you send him a congrats?
I'll take that as a no.
I did not.
I mean, y'all were roommates. He knows who you are.
Yeah, I should text him.
He legitimately knows. Like, oh, Brad, thanks. I'm sure he'll love it.
I should do that.
You should do it right now. Say, hey, Luke, not to one up you.
I mean, NFL Hall of Fame is cool and all, but you're not in the Brookfield Central Hall of Fame.
I didn't realize how nerdy Luke used to look. Like in high school and.
Well, it's not like he changed his look very much.
So he still looked nerdy when he was in the NFL?
Nerdy I don't think he looks nerdy. That's you putting that label on him, Kyle.
Bro, look at that picture. And I saw a picture when he was a kid. He looked nerdy. He was a beast on the football field.
Beast. I mean, he's Clark Kent. I mean, he's mild-mannered. Clark Kent off the field. He's Superman on the field.
Did you see when they surprised him? He was so awkward with it, too.
Oh, he was?
Oh, my gosh. Strofe, have you seen it? He was just like...
Didn't know what to do.
Yeah,
it was
just...
kind of like the Ricky Bobby, I don't know what to do with it, because Julius Peppers was like in his basement. Is this what you're talking about?
Yeah, he was like...
Hey, Pat.
Yeah.
Hey, Pat.
That is like...
I can appreciate that, because even I was
what
surprised.
What the hell are you doing in my basement, huh? Hey, Pat.
Yeah, it seemed very interesting, but something that's always interesting is the wheel of Stroke.
It's time for the
Wheel of Stroke.
Another day, another buckaroonie, but I need to update Brad and our Madison audience who has not heard this segment this week. We currently don't have a wheel. This is the wheelless of Strofe.
Did you return the other wheel?
No, we have a wheel. It's right there in the
We
studio.
returned the other wheel. Kyle ordered the second wheel, and it's the same exact wheel as the first wheel.
Kyle.
No. That's not what happened.
That's exactly what happened.
Bro, remember I showed y'all the wheel? Remember I showed you a picture on Amazon?
Yeah.
And we said, what did we say? That looks like the wheel. Bro, the wheel that they sent us and the one that we ordered, completely different colors on the wheel.
No way.
Yes
Did
way.
you leave a comment?
I
Give
didn't.
it a 1 star?
Somebody from our marketing team, great marketing team, ordered it. We got to figure, and Strofe refuses to put that one together. It's not the exact same wheel. It just looks very similar, and he refuses to put it together.
Yep.
Okay. Well, so what do we do for spinning the wheel now?
We don't.
Brad,
so how do we choose a topic?
I just do it.
Brad, did you hear about what happened with the Olympian who cheated on his girlfriend and then did a... Yeah.
Oh, you haven't heard about this?
No.
Oh, let me work on that.
Oh, no.
He's been under the weather. Yeah, it's crazy.
I didn't know the best speed skater on the face of the earth was from Kewauskum, Wisconsin.
Yes,
Sure
he
is.
That's super cool.
It is.
I saw that on the Wall Street Journal.
Yeah, Jordan Stolz you're referring to. But what Kyle is talking about is Norwegian biathlete Sturla Holm Lagerud, who earlier this week took the internet by storm after winning the bronze medal in the biathlon, went on camera and was interviewed and said, I would like to thank everybody, my family, all the people that have supported me. And then went on to say something to the effect of, 6 months ago, I met the love of my life. 3 months ago, I made the biggest mistake. I cheated on her. So
Oh my
it's 3
gosh.
months into the relationship. I told her last week, it's been the worst week of my life, and I hope she can forgive me. Effectively is what he said.
Oh, my gosh. That's so much drama. That's
A
crazy.
lot
It should
of
be a
drama.
mountaintop moment for this guy.
Yeah, but he took
It's like the best
moment.
moment of his life, and he did that instead.
And then
Oh my
Strofe
gosh.
and Ben bashed him
Bashed him.
Well, yeah.
because they say he was selfish for...
Why would he say that to the media?
He's a weirdo.
He's just inviting drama.
So he said that in, is Norwegian a language? I should probably know that. What do they speak in Norway?
I think so.
Well, he spoke a different language in that interview, but then he had another interview about an hour removed from that. So he was crying in the TV interview, and then he did, a podium interview where he's smiling. Listen to this psychopath.
I haven't got any reactions from the girl that I mentioned, and yeah, I'm happy because then maybe she hasn't seen it. Maybe she will see it at the right time. I hope I don't make anything worse for her, but maybe it can help. I don't know. I hope there's a happy ending in the end. So we will see what time will do.
You know, some of these Olympians, they're different, dude. Like they're
This
stuck.
guy's an idiot.
Yeah, I mean, they're stuck doing this craft over and over and over their whole life, removed from society. What's this guy doing? What's he thinking?
He said, hopefully it will help.
bringing all of his relationship garbage to the air.
Yeah, the apology was bad.
No, it didn't sound sincere.
Not at all.
He sounds like he's got a little bit of.
He also said in there, I hope I don't make anything worse for her. Imagine what her phone looked like after he did that on international television.
I didn't know, but we didn't know what she looks like.
It's going to be hard for them to work through this in therapy.
Work through it. They're not together.
They broke up?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. She dumped his ass last week.
Because he told on himself.
He told on himself 3 months after the fact.
I thought that, whatever.
No.
He admitted
no.
they were still together.
I believe the timeline looks something like this. They started dating in August. In November, he cheated on her. And last week before he went to Italy, he told her that he cheated on her. She dumped him. And now this is him trying to win her back over.
Oh, my gosh. Pathetic.
I don't know. I guess maybe he had to get it off his conscience before he went to go compete.
So you have biathlon. That's with the skiing and shooting, right?
Yeah.
You need to have a steady hand.
I don't know why he would tell her before this
Wait,
moment.
so if you don't do any screen time, you ever watched any of the Olympics?
No.
Will you?
Well, probably. Honestly, life moves so fast at home. There's so much craziness going on in all a great way that by the time everyone's to bed, we just go to bed. I don't know. I haven't watched a movie outside of Toy Story in months, literally months, outside of football. It's crazy.
It seems like a crazy life.
It's crazy.
What else you got for us, Alex Strofe?
Wheel of Strofe.
No wheel. That's what I don't have for you. But what I do have
You
for
have a wheel, you just don't want to put it together. Why are we doing this?
It was a very lackluster wheel.
You haven't even seen this wheel.
The same wheel, Brad.
It's not the same wheel. It looks very similar.
Headless needed to be opened to confirm whether it is the same wheel.
It looks very similar. It is not the wheel that we ordered. Strofe can confirm that it is not the. I don't know what happened. I really don't. It looks very similar.
The issue is right here. It's in this pole. It's this little plastic piece that doesn't actually make a sound. The last wheel had a dongle, that has old homes have behind doors.
Yes.
That would make a nice sound when it would hit it, when you'd spin it. This won't make a sound. I'm going to hit it against the microphone. You won't even hear anything.
I hear something.
Yeah, it's a very faint sound, though.
So
it's all about the sound.
So when we ordered the wheel, why didn't you give that?
You didn't show me the wheel.
Yeah. Brad, did I not? Brad, first and foremost,
I don't know if you showed him the wheel.
Brad,
I've been out for a week.
Brad, no, you were here. Remember when I showed you and I showed Ben the wheel? I showed a picture. Now I just want you to. You're sick, but I want you to.
There, do it.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Did I not? Oh, here it is. What does that say? Alex and it says somebody else and Alex, right?
Yeah.
Who is Alex?
Our marketing team.
And do you see a packet? Do you see like an Amazon link in there? Okay. So was he not in that? Was he not in there?
I had to open a link in order to see it?
What do you? You were part of the message.
You're showing Ben and Brad the wheel. You're not showing.
I showed it to you as well.
You found the wheel, Kyle.
And he approved it. Everybody approved it. You all said, "Yeah, that looks like it."
What's going to happen next? We're going to have no.
The wheel doesn't look like that, does it?
Well.
Oh, actually, you didn't see. You didn't see the other part.
Yeah,
it doesn't really
knob
thing is
Yeah,
correct.
the knob thing.
All right, real quick, guys. Chris Paul has called it a career after 21 seasons in the
Number
NBA.
one bestseller.
He was traded from the Clippers to the Raptors about a week and a half ago. The Raptors waived him this morning, and Paul followed that up with a retirement announcement. My favorite Chris Paul memory was when he lost to the Bucks in the finals. How about you?
That cannot beat that memory. Yeah, I honestly didn't know he was still in the league.
Well, remember
I don't know that he did either.
He had a whole falling out where he got cut by the Clippers. He got sent home. They just sent him home in Atlanta. My favorite Chris Paul memory would probably, he was so electric down in New Orleans when he first started his career. I guess Lob City with the Clippers. It's just so sad that he never got a championship.
There's not a lot of marquee moments in my brain. Was he the guy? Was he one of the 3 or 4 guys on that inflated banana with LeBron?
I think he was. Yeah.
That's what I think of when I think of Chris
Him
Paul.
and LeBron don't seem to be as close as they used to be.
I guess I don't know the answer to that. The other thing that comes to mind was when he was in New Orleans. I believe they were still the Hornets at the time. They tried to trade him to the Lakers to team up with Kobe. And the league oversaw New Orleans at the time. And David Stern said, yeah, no.
That's crazy.
Because they didn't build. That was a time where you didn't have these. I mean, you had dynasties, you had good players, But a lot of times it was signed trade. It was just different. Like, it wasn't
different.
I feel like it wasn't actively recruiting
Chris Paul
guys.
averaged 2.9 points per game in 16 games played this year.
Well, he wasn't. How many minutes? What, 8?
15.
How many assists?
3.
Oh yeah, he wasn't that productive.
I mean, I can't blame a guy for ringing out as much of the career as possible.
I mean,
but
at 6
it's
feet,
kind
too.
of sad because he was great.
He's a Hall of Famer.
It's kind of the same thing with like Russell Westbrook right now. He's still playing.
But he's our age.
Jake.
Hey.
Shelvin, I know he's your guy,
That's my guy.
Come on, tell Russell to hang it up.
No, not yet.
Russell still. Chris Paul is number 2 in assists all time, only behind John Stockton.
A lot of assists.
That's a John Stockton had a lot of assists.
Yeah.
Oh my
lot of
gosh,
assists.
poor guy. Well, I guess he was 3,000 behind John. That's crazy.
3,000.
John did a lot of
close.
Yeah. I saw
play for another 5 years.
I saw 12 and I moved the screen and I saw he had 12,200 and John Stockton had 15,300 or something like that, or 800. I was like, oh, he wasn't too far away. That's wait a minute, that's 15, not a 12.
It's the right call to hang it up.
And that's the wheel of Strofe. I guess we got to get a new wheel. We'll continue on and talking Packers, and we got to get Brad's thoughts on the Bucks before Tory Lowe joins us for Tory Lowe Fridays at 4 p.m. Keep it locked. This is Kyle, Brust Nortman right here on ESPN Wisconsin.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Brookfield Central Hall of Famer Brad Nortman.
He's a good guy. I couldn't believe y'all lost to TCU.
Yeah, you and me both. Rough.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Tune in to KBN these next 2 weeks for your updates on the International Hockey Tournament. Whether your team is winning or losing, get ready because Screamin' Sicilian Tavern-style pizzas are now just $5.99 at Metcalf's February 12th through the 18th. We're talking thin, crispy crust, bold, piled high toppings, and unbeatable flavor in every bite. Win the gold with Screamin' Sicilian. More toppings, more flavor, more amore.
Big news from Carbless. A fan favorite, and one of my favorites, Blood Orange flavor is now its own dedicated 4-pack. Crafted with real spirits for a true cocktail taste. Blood Orange brings bold, citrus-forward flavor with a smooth, premium finish. 0 sugar, 0 carbs, only 100 calories, and gluten-free. Now it's even easier to stock up on the flavor everyone keeps asking for. Look for Carbless Blood Orange 4-pack at your local retailer now. Once you try it, you'll understand why Blood Orange has earned its own pack. Carbless, bold flavor in every sip. Find it near you at drinkcarbless.com.
2026 Brewers tickets are on sale now. This year, it all kicks off at our house with opening day at home, followed up with a schedule that's absolutely loaded. Throw in the same flair for the dramatic thrills on any given night. Plus Brewers giveaways you won't forget. And you've got a season you're going to have to see to believe. Don't miss a second of Brewers action this year. The crew is back for more. All Brewers tickets for the 2026 season are on sale now at Brewers.com.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
My husband's an animal in bed.
Well, you know.
Not in the fun way. Think warthog. With a chainsaw.
Snoring and sleep apnea affect over 90 million people, and 1 out of 4 couples sleep in separate rooms. Advent can help. We've been Milwaukee's one-stop solution for nasal congestion, snoring, and sleep apnea for over 20 years. Unlike many other practices, we focus exclusively on these conditions, so you get comprehensive care under one roof. Advent's unique approach can help you breathe and sleep better, and many avoid a CPAP. Plus, most insurance is accepted for our effective 20-minute in-office treatments.
Hey, the only animal you want in your bed is your dog.
Advent. Sleep better. Sleep together. Learn how you can improve your life at adventknows.com.
We need to optimize the PID controller for smoother robotic movements.
Our data analysis shows a significant correlation between the variables in both control groups.
But this shows you've experienced an acute myocardial infarction.
As you'll see on the syllabus, this course will largely focus on the Mesozoic era.
Get your child the access every child deserves. Enroll your K through 8th grade child by February 28 at Milwaukee College Prep, mkeprep.com/enroll.
Ben Brust here, and let's cut the crap. I've been sold a lie with sportswear, too. You pay a fortune for big-name gear, a fancy logo, a slogan, and it still stinks. Iron Jock doesn't play that game. Silver ion technology is woven into every thread, killing 99.9% of odor-causing bacteria. And now, through February 22nd, our listeners can get 35% off all Iron Jock orders over $50 with the code ESPN35. Shop now at ironjock.com. That's ironjoc.com.
A Badger, a Panther, a Jaguar, and a Lancer. Congratulations to Brad Nortman, Brookfield Central Hall of Famer.
It is the Brad Nortman Day. I know Brad is sick and tired of us just saying his name, but we're going to do it today because this is an incredible honor that Kyle Brust Nortman, and honestly, shout out to Alex Stroh for submitting the application.
Look at that guy.
Who would have
Gives the
known?
old salute.
Who would have known the way you got into the Hall of Fame would be that guy?
Mover and a shaker. That's Alex Stroh.
He is.
Don't let just
I don't know that I deserve credit.
What do you mean? Didn't you submit the letter?
I did submit a letter. That doesn't mean I was the only one to submit a letter.
Wow. Do you think other people submitted letters?
Brad Nortman Army.
I would hope so. I mean,
you would hope so?
We spent like 3 weeks on this last summer saying how much of a travesty it is that Brad's not in.
Well, maybe we shouldn't talk about that today. A travesty is strong.
I mean, it was a travesty.
Well,
they corrected the travesty today. I'll say it. Brad's not saying it. You're not saying it. I will say it. It was a travesty. But now he's in. Everything's fixed. Everything's fine.
The level of persistence that you had, Stroh, very admirable.
Too much credit again. I have not reached out since June.
Oh, wow.
But that's when you applied for it, right?
I applied for it in June. Yeah.
Now, what happened last year when you applied for it? Did you apply too late?
Yeah, I think I applied after they had already selected their class. So I've applied twice, and the first time I think was after, like it was like this time last year, and it was too late. And then I applied again in June when submissions for this year opened, which was, by the way, what is that? 8 months ago.
Yeah. Let no one tell you that Stroh's not a mover and a shaker. He's a mover and a shaker.
I can't believe time just keeps flying by.
It is. It is flying by.
That was 8 months ago.
Can I ask you something really quick?
Oh, you can ask me whatever you want.
Are you getting baby girl Valentine's Day stuff?
Oh, this is the first.
I got nothing for Lexi, and I'm not planning.
What are you, Ben Brust? Whoa. Time out, Brad.
Whoa.
All that talking that you did on the phone with Lexi earlier today when she called in to congratulate you. You not getting your girl, the queen of the Nortman castle household?
Well, this will be like our 18th Valentine's Day. We're both sick. We're not going to probably go do anything. It's just going to be like, am I going to write another card of just saying how much I love her? After I talked to her the way I talked to her on air.
That was crazy.
I mean,
you need a freaking room.
Brad is just puffing chest out for after I talked to her the way I talked to my girl.
You better be looking your best. On
that like dang. Every time you say it, get high. As someone who isn't married and you've been married, after 18 years, I'm sure I would say no. I wasn't always.
Can I make a confession?
Are you getting anything for Valentine's Day?
No.
You're not?
No.
And you're pretty fresh.
Yeah,
fairly fresh.
That plane ride is going to be miserable.
That plane ride will be on her birthday. Which is the day after.
So what is? So you have to get both?
So it's gonna be a double whammy.
Yeah, pretty much. I usually just
have you gotten her
combine
birthday
it all.
presents? Oh my gosh.
Wait a minute. Did you Did you pay for her flight at least?
No, that was a Christmas gift from my mother.
Oh my gosh.
I had some
Poor
ideas,
girl.
but I was like, I'm not gonna get anything shipped to the house. We won't be there for a week. I'm not gonna get anything shipped or buy anything that needs to stay here. So I think I have an idea of some things I'll do when we get to Florida.
Well,
wow, it better be good.
This girl loves you.
You're gonna miss Valentine's Day and her birthday.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Back to back.
You're turning into Ben Brust. You want to be more like Brad.
Miss seems strong. They are not here yet. I can still do things.
You're openly admitting
more like Brad.
that you need to get that. You got a problem.
I gotta work on it.
I might need to shut you up. That's crazy. But coming up next, Jim Mattimali on ESPN Madison. The best sports show coming on in Beaver Dam.
The best sports show?
The best damn sports show. Coming up on 1430.
The best sports show.
It is the best sports show, second to ours. But we'll be back more with Kyle, Brust Nortman, with Tory Lowe coming in here on Friday. Keep it locked. It's going to be a jam-packed 4 p.m. hour.
A handful of slowdowns across the system this afternoon. Westbound 94, some ongoing construction has you stop and go from 16th Street through about the Stadium interchange. On the eastbound side, you'll be slow from 84th Street through 70th. Southbound 43, Brown Deer Road to downtown, you'll be tapping the brakes starting at about Center Street through the Marquette interchange. 894 westbound Mitchell to the Hale, you'll stop and go from the Mitchell out to 60th Street. On the eastbound 894, it's intermittent slowdowns from the Hale through 60th Street. Your traffic report brought to you by Glenroy. Now hiring as the packaging industry rapidly grows, so does Glenroy. Apply today at glenroy.com/careers. That's GLENROY.com/careers. Mostly clear skies overnight tonight, a low of 28 degrees. Tomorrow, partly cloudy skies, a high of 45. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Mike Spalding on 94.5 ESPN.
February means big savings at Exterior Pros and Baths. Upgrade your home with energy-efficient windows, durable roofing, new siding, or a beautiful bath makeover and get $3,000 off your project. That's $3,000 in instant savings, but only for a limited time during our February winter savings event. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com now. Exterior Pros and Baths. Big savings done right.
Experience hot gaming action and a relaxing spa day. Your perfect winter getaway at the island. Book a stay and float package to get both a standard room and a rejuvenating 60-minute float pod therapy session for less than $100. Complement your stay with an elevated dining experience at Horizon Steakhouse and fun on the gaming floor where big wins wait for you. The Island Resort and Casino's stay and float package runs through February. Call 800-682-6040 to book yours today. Certain days and restrictions apply.
This is Wisconsin basketball head coach Greg Gard. This is 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD2, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Brookfield Central Hall of Famer Brad Nortman. KBN on 94.5 ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. The 414 Hour on KBN is brought to you by Siding Unlimited. Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's leader in Pella window installation. Looking for new windows, siding, roof, and doors? Visit them at sidingunlimited.com.
It's the 414 Hour at 4 on KBN.
They all mad because I got the Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe. Uno. If you ain't know, she got a bankroll. It's not a secret. She could take you.
Take you.
I got a lot of problems.
Got a lot of problems.
And I can't go. But it's okay because I got the Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe.
Y'all know what time it is. It's time for
Tory Lowe.
Right here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Yes, sir.
What a powerful opening.
Tory, there's so much to talk about. I mean, this has been a crazy week in sports. We got the Brewers back, which we're very excited about spring training coming back. But also you got Packers news out this week where the Packers had according to NFL.com, guess where the Packers draft class in 2025 ranked out of all the draft classes. I'll say this. The Bears were number one. And we weren't close.
Is it in the top 10?
Ooh.
Based off their performance this year, do you remember any rookies that popped?
Okay, this is lower than that.
Tory, Just know we were the 32nd out of 32 teams.
That's last.
I mean,
are you shocked though with that number?
I'm not shocked because we had a lot of people that already went through their rookie stage coming in. They were in their third year. Some of them in contract years. I think that we got a lot of wide receiver talent that maybe contracts may be coming up here. So,
yeah, we're going to probably end up losing Romeo Dobbs.
Yeah,
Tay Witt's going to have a contract conversation maybe before or after this season. Christian Watson is again going to have a contract conversation.
I guess I would have thought that after the draft occurred, so like rewind to May of 2025, you got Matthew Golden.
Right.
Anthony Belton, you don't really know if he's going to get playing time, but then they also got a lot of D-line depth. I would have thought for sure maybe that, hey, this won't be a top 10, but it'll be the middle of the pack because Matthew Golden's going to get his. He's going to perform.
Right.
You got these D linemen where you need depth and they cycle through, and Micah Parsons is going to help take some things away, so they're going to be able to be a lot higher performing. I felt like this rookie class really, really underperformed. I just wonder, is that Goody in evaluation, or is the coaching staff just not putting them in a position to succeed?
And I think that we have a lot of talent that are not rookies. I think it would have been hard for a rookie to shine on the Green Bay Packers.
So you don't blame Matthew Golden for his lack of production?
He's in a loaded wide receiver group.
When you say loaded, you mean just a lot of really good talent, or you mean talent. Incredible talent? It's just
I'm talking about a lot of our wide receiver core. We got a lot of high expectations that we feel that they can actually contribute.
But nobody eclipsed 1,000 yards, and Romeo Dobbs may be leaving without eclipsing 1,000 yards. Christian Watson's going to be going into his 5th season, yet to have a 5,000-yard season.
And injuries,
1,000-yard season.
A lot of injuries.
It's
a lot of things going on with the Packers that I'm hoping that we can work out, and especially in the injury area. I don't know what's going on, but I think that the Green Bay Packers, the talent is not the question many times with the Green Bay Packers. It's the execution, and losing leads when you have 21 points up. I mean, so I think our biggest question is coaching, and I think that we addressed it. I guess Matt LaFleur going to be our guy going into the future. But I think that now with the Packers is, can we put our team, put a good product on the field that can win the Super Bowl? Can we get the level of talent? We got good talent, but can they rise to the level of expectation?
Well, how big of the gap do you think there is between the Packers and a team like the Seahawks, right? The Seahawks just went on a run.
Goodness.
They looked far and beyond the best team in the NFL.
They
and
looked
in that
so
game.
good in the Super Bowl. They
so
looked
good.
Defense win championships.
Yep.
And the defense was I never thought that Seattle had a defense. And this is the first time during the Super Bowl that I've even watched the whole Seattle game. And as I only pay attention to the Packers and whoever we playing, but the Seattle Seahawks defense
they were flying around there. They rattled
so good.
Yeah. So how does that impact your mindset now about? Because I know for me is before, and I was talking to Brad about this before the show. Before the Super Bowl and really before the playoffs, I seen Seattle, but I seen Thursday Night Football where they had a back and forth against the Rams. I seen them play, but I wasn't really locked in of they got studs. It was just I'm watching other teams saying, okay, I think the Packers can compete with them. I walked out of the first. It really was the NFC Championship game where I said, oh yeah, the Packers, they weren't going to the Super Bowl. They're not being Seattle. But then watching that Super Bowl made me say, oh my gosh, they were not even close to Seattle.
But I think with a healthy Packers defense. And maybe this offseason we can make some adjustments, maybe, shift some cornerbacks around, tighten up a little bit. But we have a core defense that is extremely good, especially if Mike is healthy. But like I said, can we keep everybody healthy? I think that the Packers missed this year due to injury mostly. Do
you think if they didn't have the injury, they could have beat Seattle?
I think we had some key components, especially when it comes to the emotional leadership on the team. We lost a lot of our emotional, spiritual leaders.
But shouldn't Rashawn Gary be an emotional leader?
He should be. But I talked about Rashawn Gary a couple years ago. I said he's not producing in a space where we can see a Micah Parsons. I thought that the adding of Micah Parsons would free him up to allow him to be a stud, an even bigger stud. But I think once Micah Parsons went down, the defensive line went back to, a sub-average kind of. It's tough, but it wasn't making any huge plays, especially in times of the game where you need somebody to make a play. I didn't see that with the Green Bay Packers after Micah went down. Now, I seen a lot of it when he was in because he loosened up a lot of, he was taking a lot of double teams. He was taking a lot of pressure off everybody else. But now, can the Packers overcome what happened this season? And many times I would contribute to injuries, stop the Packers from actually making a real run.
Yeah, injuries to key people. And I've seen this headline being floated around, wondering if the Packers are maybe too, star reliant and star dominant, because you lose Tucker Kraft and you lose Micah Parsons, and those are huge losses, right? I mean, those are probably your top two best players.
And these are our play. Those are two players. It's a different. Okay, you play football. Mm-hmm. It's a difference between having a player go down and your spiritual leader go down.
Yeah, both of those guys.
You know what I mean? Somebody
that
can emotionally lift the team.
Yeah.
So we didn't lose just a player. We lost somebody that people was looking as a person that was going to make that first strike to uplift.
That is
both sides of the ball.
And you could tell in that game it was absolutely deflating in Denver, where the Packers, the defense, they tried to hold on, but they couldn't. The offense without Zach Tom was just bad. Right. I mean, the Denver Broncos defense is known for getting sacks, and they can pin their ears back once they got a lead and absolutely harassed them.
Well,
so you
even
can just tell
Tucker Kraft, like that Carolina Panther game where he got hurt, that was a very deflated game. It carried over to the next week when they played Philadelphia, and the offense looked horrible.
But even in that Carolina game, when I think about it, Christian Watson, was that his first game back, or was he not back yet?
I think it was his
first game back. Jaden Reed wasn't playing as well. You lose Tucker Kraft.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's very, very difficult for the Packers to overcome.
But it does seem like if you lose a couple of key guys, and, for most teams, if you lose your key guys, going to the Super Bowl is not going to be possible. Mm-hmm. But it feels like there's a couple of guys in the Green Bay Packers where if you lose them, it really starts cascading down. Mm-hmm. And the Packers did lose them. I just wonder if Seattle seemed like a team that's so balanced. If they were to lose a couple guys, I feel like their drop-off wouldn't be as significant.
One thing I am thinking about, though, is though Seattle was very impressive, I got to be glass half full because I am a Packer backer. Mm-hmm. Tory, you're a Packer backer. And I don't know about you, Tory, but something that I got out of this was the optimism of the fact that nobody was talking about Seattle at the beginning of this season. Nobody was saying that they were going to be a front runner. So for me, a team that didn't make the playoffs, which the Packers were a step ahead, a team that didn't have 3 years consistent like the Packers did going into next year, the team that didn't have a quarterback solidified because they just got Sam Darnold. So if Seattle can do that in one offseason and turn their season around to where they're a Super Bowl champion, it gives me hope that the Packers can do that. Tory, you have belief?
Is that coaching, though? So sometimes when when parts come up missing, it's the coach's job to kind of fill in the spaces because he's supposed to know all the talent, who's put everybody where their strengths can matter. So when injury takes place, I believe that now the responsibility is on the coach to game plan to bring success. And if your success is only coming from talent, then you may have an issue because if the talent goes down, and you don't have a coach that can kind of, move things around.
What do you mean you don't have a coach? Are you saying Matt LaFleur ain't the coach?
No, what I'm saying is
to do that?
When you rely on talent, then it's up to the talent to stay healthy. If you rely on coaching, you know how to kind of fill in the blanks until the talent returns. That's all I'm going to say.
I will say that is where both come together because Clint Kubiak, the Seattle OC, now the head coach of the Raiders, plus the D coordinator, I believe Mike McDonald, their head coach, defensive mind. It seemed like they were always in the right place at the right time, very prepared. Something that I just didn't feel like the Packers were always this season.
Yeah.
800-990-3776. Tory, you good with us taking a call? We don't usually get calls during the tour. All right, Dan in Sheboygan. The Packers choke.
Oh, wow.
What?
They were up 21-3, and they missed 3 kicks in the playoff games. The real reason is Richard Bisaccia, not only is he screwing the special teams, which are probably, at best, 20th out of 32 in the league, he's also the assistant for Matt LaFleur. LaFleur is a great play caller, but he needs an offensive mind that's strong to challenge him as an offensive coordinator. It can't be Bisaccia. Someone to keep him in check because even with everything else, they had a 21-3 league. Darnold was a number 1 pick or a high pick in the draft. He just changed environments to Minnesota and Seattle. He's still the same quarterback. He just got away from the Jets. The Packers aren't going to change the environment. They're still going to have Jordan Love and his decision-making, Matt LaFleur. So I think things are fundamentally going to change once they change the environment. Plus, the Packers don't have the luxury of experience. The more experience that some of these young guys get, eventually they'll get better. It might take a minute or two. They're still one of the youngest team in the league, aren't they?
They
Still
are. You know what? I know we talked about retiring the youngest team in the league, Phooey. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. That means I want to be older. I want this team to be a little bit older. Get you a little seasoned veteran. Get you a little older guy that can bring some wisdom. Because what we're asking for out of Rashawn Gary, I would have much rather had DeMarcus Lawrence on this football team. And again, I didn't watch Seattle all year, so I don't know DeMarcus' highs and his lows, but I do know that he was a leader in that locker room. I do know it was somebody they can depend on, and that's so important. Brad, you played in the Super Bowl, and you need to have that senior leader voice. Now, I don't think Thomas Davis was in his 30s quite yet at that time.
Maybe not quite
but
yet.
He was a solidified leader.
We went and signed Peanut Tillman,
Roman
Harper, traded for Allen. I'm blanking on his first name.
Jared Allen.
Oh
my gosh, those are all seasoned veteran leaders.
Seasoned veterans that helped trickle down to the young studs. So you had a little bit of everything, right? You had some seasoned veterans, you had some guys in their prime, and you had some guys that were coming along. I mean, I look at the Seattle Seahawks and look at Cooper Kupp. I mean, he didn't have a great statistical year, but Jackson.
He had that veteran
Jigba,
experience.
Look what he did in the Super Bowl.
Probably, yeah. He had marquee catches, and JSN is going to get his because he's that good.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't hurt to have a guy who was the greatest receiver for an entire season mentoring you, helping you, just with the little tricks of the trade in ways that just coaching alone can't do. There is player-to-player learning, and without that, you do lose a little bit of what you normally get.
Plus, players that have been there before know the altitude.
Yeah.
And know the mind frame that you got to prepare for big games. So most young players, they'll go in the game, they'll play the game. That's their experience. But veteran players, hey, this is what you need to do. This is where you need to be mentally for especially going into the playoffs, which is a totally different season.
Yes.
And then the Super Bowl, once you get there, that's on a whole nother level. And many times I think that you have veterans, sometimes, like I said, spiritual leaders that keep you balanced through it all.
Yep. There are some things that you can only learn and you can only get from a fellow player, not just a coach. So that is the reason why I'm there with you. I think that Green Bay needs to shed this focus of being so young. They can tilt young. There's no problem with that. But to just have this overarching rule where we have nobody old on our team, I just don't think that makes for a complete football team.
Tory, though, I got two quick hitters for you. Now that this NFL season is over and we got to evaluate where the Packers stand and how far they were away from getting to the point where everybody listening in KBN Nation wants the Packers to get to. When you look at next year, what do you feel about the Packers?
I think the Packers going to be pow.
There it is. We talking Super Bowl.
I'm talking about we're going to be ready next year. I think that we'll probably be a little bit more prepared mentally. I think now is win or go home with Green Bay.
So next year you're saying it's Super Bowl or bust for the Packers?
I think every year in the eyes of Green Bay Packer fans.
But in the eyes, what about in the brains? The good brains.
Sometimes the eyes don't match the brain. Okay, but what I'm saying is now we have the maturity. Now we have these young players have been tested, battle tested. We have the right pieces. I think a few more things need to happen with maybe adding, a more competitive corner. And, I think the cornerback situation became a problem late in the season.
Oh, we think, huh?
I mean,
I ain't got sugarcoat it.
All right.
What you say? Trash.
I'm trying to look at the
Tory,
right
trash.
Side. It was trash. But I think that right now we can make some adjustments. And I think that Green Bay will be extremely competitive, barring injury, next year.
I love it.
I believe it's going to be a powerful season.
Yes, sir. Tory, and then real quick, Bucks won 5 or 6. Are you back on the Bucks train?
Well, I talked about Bucks. If they started going on a roll, if they start getting,
you came in. Tory come on here last week and said when
I did say that.
10-game winning. We laughed at it. Now look at him.
I think 5 or 6.
Tory's laughing at us.
Tory Lowe.
But I'm trying to tell you, if they can get into the play-in, I mean, I don't know if they have a chance. What are the statistics saying now with the? What is the calculation saying right now?
Oh, man.
With the Bucks,
I bet that has a chance. They lost 2 nights ago or 3 nights
But they won 5 or 6.
5 or 6 is not 10 straight.
I mean,
you hear my boy? You see my boy Zhang?
They've won 2 in a row.
Cam Thomas, Zhang.
Zhang, yeah.
Without Giannis.
Yeah, Usman had a nice
all
night.
I'm saying is, will we see Giannis back on the courts?
A couple weeks. Tory, thanks.
Thank you for having me.
Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe. That is Tory Lowe, as always, joining us here on Friday. Thank you to brother Tory Lowe. We come back. We have Strofe.
Well, not next.
No,
I know with pole position, but right now we've got Free pizza.
Free Pizza Friday.
On KBN. Caller 10 right now is winning a Palermo's prize pack. Caller 10 from our friends at Palermo's Pizza. I had a Palermo's Pizza last night. Detroit-style pepperoni. Popped that thing in the oven. It was delicious. Free pizza.
Just in time for Valentine's Day.
Get your free pizza for Valentine's Day. Caller 10 right now. 800-990-3776. 800-990-ESPN. 800-990-3776. Caller 10. Free Pizza Friday. Pole position is next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Brookfield Central Hall of Famer Brad Nortman.
I have never seen BBL together. I've seen BBQ. Barbecue. I've seen other things like that. I've never seen BBL.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
A number of volume-related slowdowns this afternoon. Westbound 94, you'll be slow from 16th Street through the Stadium interchange due to that ongoing road construction. On the eastbound side of 94, it's slow from 84th Street till about 70th. Southbound 43, Brown Deer Road to downtown, you'll be on your brakes from Center Street through the Marquette interchange. 894 eastbound, you'll be slow from the Hale through 60th. On the westbound side there, you'll be stop-and-go traffic from the Mitchell out to 60th Street. Mostly clear skies overnight tonight, a low of 30 degrees. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, chance of fog, a high of 45. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Mike Spalding at 94.5 ESPN.
A Road at Night is a documentary chronicling former Badgers player and coach Howard Moore and the 2019 tragedy that forever changed his family. You can see it on the big screen at Marcus Point Cinema in Madison, February 13th through the 19th, with exclusive post-screening panels during the opening weekend. A Road at Night, February 13th through 19th at Marcus Point Cinema in Madison. All proceeds support Howard Moore's ongoing care. Find showtimes and get tickets right now at aroadatnight.com.
Many wins. Many wins. Waiting at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. This February, you could break the bank and get down with a share of $300,000 in prizes. Bust out your rewards card and play to earn entries. It all goes down with Thursday drawings. Break the bank. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Two hearts are interlinked,
intertwined,
permanently connected like two links in a chain. The perfect symbol of a lifetime commitment.
One of the hearts is silver white.
The other is silver pink. And each of the hearts is inlaid with tiny little diamonds that glitter like stars on a clear winter night.
The interlinked hearts are hanging on to each other as they dangle on the end of a chain.
Another perfect symbol of having a life partner. It's not only the perfect symbol of a lifetime commitment, it's an incredibly beautiful diamond pendant.
Just $238.
The Kissing Hearts Diamond Pendant is part of the Kissing Hearts collection at Kessler's. Even though it's just $238, it's still one of the most expensive things in the collection. I'm buying the two-tone Kissing Hearts cross.
The mother and child is spellbinding.
There's a Kissing Hearts ring, Kissing Hearts earrings,
and 19 other Kissing Hearts pendants.
Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day.
To find the Kessler's nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Tax refund season is here, but at Cunis, you don't need your tax refund to get a great ride. Right now, during the Cunis Keep Your Refund event, you don't have to spend your tax refund to drive something you'll love. Why? Because Cunis has added a huge selection of over 1,200 affordable pre-owned vehicles available right now across 3 Milwaukee area locations. That's Oak Creek Buick GMC, Greenfield Buick GMC, and Hope Chevrolet. Cars, trucks, and SUVs, all makes and models, and all priced to fit your budget, so you can hang on to your refund for the things that matter most. Pay down bills, take a trip, start a project, spend your refund how you want. With over 1,200 affordable vehicles, chances are the perfect one is waiting for you without touching your tax refund. Shop Cunis Oak Creek Buick GMC, Greenfield Buick GMC, and Hope Chevrolet today. The Keep Your Refund event, only at Cunis. Start your search at CunisMKE.com.
A Badger, a Panther, a Jaguar, and a Lancer. Congratulations to Brad Nortman, Brookfield Central Hall of Famer.
The weather's starting to turn out there, KBN Nation. That means activities, going for walks, maybe even golfing a little bit, but you can't do any of that if you've got pain in your knees, your hips, your shoulders, or your back. Well, luckily, QC Kinetics is right here locally in Greenfield and Mequon to give you your life back and use regenerative medicine at the cellular level to treat that pain that you're feeling. They are the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. They've already helped over 40,000 people give their life back and living their best life. When it comes to how their approach is, they're going to meet you where you're at with your free consultation, give you a personalized plan back to a health-free and pain-free life. You're going to learn a lot even from that free consultation. Most people that come in there and get it, they say, I don't even want to wait. When can I have my first treatment? How can I get started as fast as possible? That is how good QC Kinetics is. That's how quickly you're going to want to start with them, because the minute you start to feel how good you can possibly live and that pain to go away, you're going to want that to start as soon as possible. So give QC Kinetics a call for that free, no-obligation consultation, and thank me later for that pain-free life. 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
Everyone's got their opinions, but we just happen to think some are better than others. Let's hit the polls. This is Poll Position.
It is pole position here on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee, where we go through some of the best and the worst polls across the great ESPN Wisconsin universe. What do we got here?
Well, after what we pulled on Brad 2 hours ago, surprising him that he will be inducted into the Brookfield Central Hall of Fame. Fitting poll here from Jim, Matt, and Molly, weekdays 4 to 6 on ESPN Madison. Do you like to be told ahead of time that a surprise is coming?
Ooh. No. I'm going to say no.
I'm with you.
My gut reaction is yes, but it makes for memorable moments. Lexi threw me a surprise 21st birthday party when we were in college. A couple other birthday parties I can think of. The moment is shocking, but it's memorable. And I think I'd rather go for memorable and fun as opposed to everything being orchestrated in your life.
Yeah, absolutely not. I love making memories, right? And I will always forget all the surprise birthday party. Well, I had one surprise birthday party that I had. It was memorable. For 25, I was like, oh, man, this is dope. Like, my friends tried to throw me off. I mean, I guess we really didn't throw Brad off for today, but I mean,
did throw me off. I didn't know. I had no idea that was coming.
Yeah, and so, I mean, those are always great. So I love surprises. Good surprises, not bad surprises. Good surprises.
Yes, very important.
Don't surprise me with a pink slip now.
You don't need a pink slip. Nobody needs that. Did you just look right into the camera when you said that? I enjoyed that. From Jen Game to weekday morning 7 to 9 here on ESPN Milwaukee. When you see or learn about something on social media, do you instantly look it up to make sure it's real?
No, I would say it depends on who posts it. If it's a post or a person that I think is credible, I won't. Even if, this is maybe where the flaw is, even if they look credible, I probably won't double check it. I'll probably say, oh, wow, that's wild. But it's a lot of trust out there on social media.
No, you got to double check everything on social media. I don't trust nothing.
Nothing?
No.
What if it comes from a credible source?
No, well, if Shefty said it, then yeah. It has to be extremely credible. But most information I get now, I gotta kind of double check it.
So what do? You go Google it?
Yeah, I've Googled a lot. Baby girl will send me certain stories, and so I'll read them, and some of the stuff is outlandish, and so I say, well, this can't be real. And then sometimes it's real, sometimes it's not.
So, something that's happening on Twitter that I've been noticing is Grok. I believe I'm saying it right. Grok. It's like the AI thing.
Boy,
people are
like
using
me.
that to fact check. Do you consider that a level of fact checking? Because then it's just some AI telling you.
Grok is pretty. He's Grok. Listen.
What is it? Grok?
It's Grok.
It's like Gronk without the end.
Grok is pretty. I think it's pretty. It's not always perfect, but they give you context. They'll say, "Oh, this claim is false because da 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 da," and it gives you context. It's good. I mean, I've never used it before. I've never used it, and I mean, I try to keep a low profile on social media.
Yeah.
Like, I retweet stuff, but I'm not like engaging too much on comments. Like, I don't know how people can do Twitter beefs and go back and forth with folks on Twitter. That's just too much.
What Homer does on Twitter,
he's the best,
is unbelievable. It's so entertaining. But his level of perseverance with these people, it's crazy.
I realize when you engage, It's just too much. Engage on the good things. The bad things is like you'll be finding yourself going back and forth, and people are just trolls for the most part, and they just want to try to get under your skin. And I'm like, you know what? I'm too blessed and highly favored to be dealing with that.
You ever read the
that
comments?
was beautiful.
Do I read the comments? I'll read comments and I just laugh.
Yeah.
There's one time I responded 2 o'clock in the morning, and I said some
drinking?
stuff. It was bachelor party time for somebody else. And then I went back and I was like, yeah, I got him. And I was like, nah, but like.
You look like a loser.
Yeah, so I stopped. I didn't respond after they said the thing because I had already had my period. And so I said, well, let me just leave them on red and let them know, like, I already had my period.
There you go.
But I don't do that.
Okay, what a story that was. We're all better for it.
Stroke, do you go back and forth on Twitter?
No. I stick it with Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. If you're home alone, do you close the door when using the bathroom?
Yeah.
I do too.
Right, you leave the door open at all?
If I'm home alone?
Out of all people, you walk in there and you just sit down and drop your drawers.
Well, it depends what going to the bathroom, I suppose. If it's number one, I certainly leave the door open.
Yeah, certainly. I'm with you on that. But if it's number two,
I'll close it. I'll like to
just
create
in
perception
case
of
somebody
privacy.
shows up, you know?
I don't know. I guess I've been so trained. My father did a phenomenal job at just literally training me to do things. When we first moved in, me and baby girl.
How does he train you? Just
because growing up as a kid, if I didn't turn off a light in the house, Papa Wallace was gonna let you know about it. Got all these lights on in here, and like he would, like especially in the middle of the day, he opens up blinds. So me and baby girl, I think I told you this when we first moved into the house. Oh my gosh, I'd never forget. I went to the backyard outside, and it was the summertime, and so it was, you know how dusk. It wasn't too dark where you still have a little bit of light. I went outside, and every bedroom, like every light in the house was on. We was like a damn Christmas tree in that house, and I walked out. I said, "What are we doing?" And so. I've been trained very well to not.
Wow.
So closing the door
Papa
when I use
Wallace.
flushing, not putting too much toilet. Oh, don't clog the toilet. You clog the toilet, got yelled at. Which I'm gonna do the same thing to my kids. Don't clog the toilet. Like make sure you flush. Make sure you put the seat down. Make sure you close the door. So I have been trained to do all these things.
It's amazing what gets passed down.
You know it is.
You're living your father's mentalities now.
I am my father's son. Definitely my father's son. And with that as well, what me and Papa Wallace and Mama Wallace and all of us Wallaces love, we love great windows. And at my house, I have Universal Windows Direct. If your house has been dealing with drafty windows, high energy bills, or just need a little freshening up, now is the perfect time, KBN Nation. I am telling you, get those windows updated. I got my windows updated and I love them so much. It was the best decision I made. I have the windows now where I can lift it up or I could pull it down. It is incredible. I can open up and have the screens that you really can't see, but the air comes through. It is so great and they're so affordable. And if you want to get great windows, Universal Windows Direct has a great promo going on right now where you can buy 2 windows, get 2 free. On top of that, you'll get 0% interest for 36 months. And in addition to that, you'll get $500 off your entire home improvement project when you schedule this month. And the best part is the Universal Window team, they make it so easy. So don't wait. Call 414-410-2000 or visit universalwindowsdirect.com to schedule your free in-home estimate today. I'm telling y'all, it is stress-free, no pressure. They walk you through a consultation of what's right for your windows, and they let you make the decision, and you'll be just like me saying, you know what? I love my windows. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, we'll continue more next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Brookfield Central Hall of Famer Brad Nortman.
I've seen some of those jersey checks.
You were a punter.
No, I haven't. I've seen them.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
A number of slowdowns on the system this afternoon. Eastbound 94, you'll be on your brakes from 84th Street till about 60th Street. On the westbound side of 94, some ongoing construction work has traffic crawling from 16th through about the stadium interchange. Southbound 43, Brown Deer Road to downtown Milwaukee, you'll be on your brakes from Capitol Drive through the Marquette and slow through National Avenue. Westbound 894 from the Mitchell to the Haled, stop and go from the Mitchell out to 60th. And on the eastbound side, intermittent slowdowns from the Haled interchange through 60th Street. Mostly clear skies overnight tonight, a low of 30 degrees. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy skies, chances of fog in the morning, a high of 45. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Mike Spalding at 94.5 ESPN.
Imagine working with a contractor that quits halfway through a project or never calls you back when you have questions. Or worse, takes your money and you never see them again. Unfortunately, we hear about them all the time. Hi, this is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, and Siding Unlimited is absolutely not that company. Siding Unlimited has been doing business for 32 years, proving to be an honest, ethical, and forthright company. If you're looking for the honest guys for your next siding, windows, roofing, and doors project, stop by sidingunlimited.com today.
If you're into muskie fishing, the Muskie Expo is the place to be this coming weekend, the 13th through the 15th, where you'll find an excellent assortment of everything muskies, held at the Washington County Fair Park. Find out more at muskieexpo.com.
This President's Day, stand up for comfort and real savings at Steinhoffel's. Celebrate with big deals store-wide. Get $50 off every $4.99 you spend. Save on sofas, sectionals, dining, bedrooms, and mattresses, plus amazing doorbusters. Make your dream room more affordable with no interest financing until 2031 when you spend $19.99 or more. Plus, get a $200 MasterCard. Hurry, shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com.
At Ewald Automotive Group, we believe in life, liberty, and the pursuit of lower payments. That's why we're giving you $1,500 over book value for your trade. Get into a new vehicle with payments starting under $250 a month. Over 1,400 vehicles backed by our low price guarantee. $1,500 more for your trade. Payments starting under $250. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of lower payments. Based on Kelley Blue Book Fair Trade Value. Applies to 2013 or newer model years. Payment offer on select vehicles with approved credit. Expires month end.
Without an Advent clinic nearby, people suffering needlessly from chronic nasal congestion and sinus infections would be stuck with either Band-Aid or sledgehammer solutions. Band-Aids are pills or nasal sprays, and they're not true solutions. Surgery is a sledgehammer, and that's what we're trying to avoid. Because most people don't need surgery for nose and sinus issues, nor do they want a 14-day recovery. Our unique Advent approach can, in 20 minutes in our office, open your blocked nose for good, with only 1-day recovery. I'm Advent founder Dr. Kandula. Outside of Advent's four walls, invasive surgery is what they'll recommend. But here you will find effective and convenient in-office solutions to help you stop the need for Band-Aids and avoid the sledgehammer.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. Most insurance accepted.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com. Congratulations, Brad Nortman, Brookfield Central Athletic Hall of Fame Class of 2026.
It is Kyle Brust Nortman right here on ESPN Milwaukee, 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Kyle Wallace. He's Brad Nortman. Alex Strove holding it down behind the glass. No Ben Brust. And Brad's back. Welcome, the Hall of Famer, Brad. As we say, Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer.
You are a Hall of Fame. You are a Brookfield Central Athletics Hall of Famer.
Like the sound of that.
Well overdue, but you know what? Better now than never.
Yeah, better late than never.
That's
for
what
sure.
it is. Better late.
Better late than never. Better late than never, Kyle. Honored to be in the Brookfield Central Hall of Fame. I got that date, May 16th, circled on my calendar. It's going to be a great day.
Going to be a great day indeed. And unfortunately, I won't be there for that, but I'll be at the bachelor party.
Your bachelor party.
I'll be at my bachelor party, turning up. We just decided we're driving down there.
To where?
Nashville.
Okay, that's not too bad. It's like 9 hours.
Yeah, so I just got the rental yesterday, rental van.
Oh, you're going all as one
10 dudes going down there. Other guys are flying down. It's a van.
Wow.
Van.
Who's driving?
So I'm a control freak, and so
You're not driving.
I'm not going to drive, but I am a control freak, and I want to drive at least something because I booked that. I got to let go at a certain point. And so I'm trying to get all the things organized and aligned, and then we'll say, all right, fellas, y'all can take over. But we got the van rented, got the Airbnb rented. We got we getting the options lined up. So we getting there. And so I'm almost ready to let go. But we are doing a road trip. It's going to be crazy because two of my friends love to argue. and they argue about sport. And I mean, I have videos in my phone I can show you in the break from like a decade ago of it getting hostile.
Ooh.
I mean, it's like you think they're gonna come to blows, and so they argue frequently in our text message chain, and they're both gonna be in a van. So it's like
for 9 hours.
It's funny, but then also you'd be like, all right, y'all, stop. So this is gonna be so exciting.
That van ride home.
Well, we flying back.
You're flying back.
We dropping the van. Yeah, we flying back. Hey,
that's the way to do it, Kyle. Very smart.
Come on now.
That trip down there is going to be a lot of fun. You know, the excitement and anticipation for the weekend. Flying home is the way to go.
Put me on a plane. But thinking about decisions that are being made, Brad, last week was the NBA trade deadline only last week? That was
crazy?
A week ago, and the Bucks didn't do too much. They got Ousmane Dieng. I'm going to get it right. Where we didn't think too much of it. He's playing really well. He was a lottery pick a couple years ago. And they also signed Cam Thomas, who was waived from the Brooklyn Nets. And the Bucks have won 5 of the last 6 games, Brad. And we joked with Tory Lowe how he said they can win 10 games in a row. We said, 10 games. And all of a sudden the Bucks, if he would have said win 5 or 6, I would have laughed. But here we are. A week later, the Bucks have won 5 or 6, Brad. Is that a good thing?
I mean, to me, if you had told me that last week, I'd say, no, Bucks, no, that's a horrible thing because they should be playing for a highest draft pick as possible, whether you're keeping Giannis or not, in a transcendent draft. There's lots of superstars in this draft. So if you can get top 8, top 5, that could be franchise changing. The Bucks need to pick a lane, Kyle. They need to pick a lane. They need to determine if they are tanking, if they're trying to lose, if they're trying to get the highest draft pick possible and playing for the future, or if we're actually trying to win ball games, get Giannis back, and make whatever short run you can make this year, because I'm not confident they're going to actually win the NBA championship. I'm not going to make that $20 bet with Homer, 20 to win 3,000 last year.
That's crazy. Homer, listen, that's an old season bet right there.
From me.
He did.
He stole from me.
He did. See, Homer, this is what we have to understand. If Homer says something, and some of the stuff he says is wild and off the wall, but he's seen a lot. The man's seen multiple NBA seasons, and he knows what a championship team looks like. So if anybody is willing to bet, be the house, right? To say, hey, you know what? Give me 20, and if they make it, I'll give you 3,000. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it because clearly they feel confident that they're not going to be giving you 3,000.
Because last year, even when the Bucks were like an affirmed playoff team, I think they were the 5th seed last year, right? 5th seed and 4th seed
I think
something like that. Either way, they were top 7. They did not have to worry about any of the play-in games. They were like plus 3,000 to win the NBA championship. I think they're like plus 10,000 now. Either way, we're talking about NBA champions. They're not a championship team. The Bucks need to figure out who they are. Are you trying to position yourself to win as many games as possible, bring a spark of life, bring Giannis back, and maybe that's enough to convince him? Maybe Darvin Ham coached last night, beat the Oklahoma City Thunder.
I was waiting for that to happen.
Maybe that's enough. You replace Doc with Darvin Ham, some young guys around him. You convince Giannis somehow this is the way to go. If that's the case, then I would say, okay, then maybe victories are a good thing. It's trying to convince Giannis to be here. Or you just say, we're shutting Giannis down, don't even want to hear it, don't want him to get re-injured, or whether we're trading him or bringing him back, but we are positioning ourselves for the best draft pick possible. I am good with either lane. The Bucks are middling it right now, though, Kyle. They're not picking a lane. They're winning games. They're being competitive, but they're not really improving as far as like making an actual run. I don't know what they're doing or what their plan is. It wasn't long ago that they had like the 7th worst record in the NBA, which is pretty good as far as odds are concerned. They're creeping their way up. I believe they're 10th now. I believe they have the 10th.
They are
worst
10th,
record.
and I think they're only a couple games. Oh no, that means they're actually in the play-in right now.
Well, I think
no, they're 11th. Because you have to be 9 and 10 on the play-in. I think they're like 11th. They're
9 and 10, yeah, something like that.
I think they're 11th in the East.
I think they're 4 games back from the play-in. They're knocking on the door. But the way they're playing, they might just play themselves into the play-in game. And I just think to myself, Bucks, you need to have a plan. You need to pick a lane.
They're 12th.
They're 12th.
But they're only they're 2.5 back.
If you're tanking, I'm for it. I'm rooting for losses. If you're telling me winning is the best way to keep Giannis, then maybe I can believe that. But they're doing a little bit in between. Should we trade Giannis? Should we not? These marginal peripheral trades that happen before the deadline. I don't think they know what they're doing, Kyle.
Yeah, and they don't know what they're doing because they want to keep Giannis, but they're not 100% confident that Giannis is going to come back. So you're kind of torn between, okay, what do we do? And the moves that John Horst made is looking early like they were really good moves. Like Cam Thomas, we knew we were going to get, but Ousmane, it feels like he might actually be a piece that the Bucks can have. I mean, I think I read that he was one of very few players this season under, I think, like 24 that had 15, 10, and 5 or something like that. It's like, I mean, that's when it comes to blocks. But that is impressive in only a couple games. And so my biggest concern is right there with you, Brad, if the Milwaukee Bucks aren't actually choosing a lane and choosing a side of what they want to be, because they say, well, if we win, then maybe we convince Giannis. But the problem is that if the Bucks find themselves in the playoffs, I don't think they have enough. I don't think a Cam Thomas is going to be a guy that's going to get you out the first round of the playoffs. I know somebody asked me yesterday, are you afraid of Detroit? Well, no, I'm not. I'm not. Detroit is good this year, and I think they might be the Cleveland Cavaliers of last year. But we ain't better than Detroit. Detroit has good players. Like, Cade Cunningham is a really good player. They have a good core around him. And so the Bucks aren't good enough to beat these teams. I understand that Giannis is great, but we don't live in an NBA where one guy is enough. You don't, because these other teams are just really good teams. They have multiple guys, and you just can't beat them. How often do you see 8-1 upsets where it's not like a Golden State being 8 seed, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're talking about a really good team that has a championship pedigree. The Milwaukee Bucks have one championship guy. Well, I guess 2 or 3 with Bobby. It's an ass to throw him in there.
Those guys are past their prime.
Well, yeah, with Bobby not being able to contribute at the level that you probably want him to, Thanasis just being a bench player that he is, you're not going to get out the first round. So this is all nice and all, but if you get put out in the first round, regardless of what the Bucks do, if they find a way into the playoffs, that's going to be a cool story, and Giannis will probably have confidence at that point. But if you don't get past the first round, Giannis is going to sit here and say, oh my gosh, here we go again. And the last thing you want to do is have Giannis say, oh my gosh, here we go again, and now you're going back and forth. The Bucks need to get this figured out soon about what direction they want to go. And the direction, in my perspective, needs to be going to the bottom and trying to tank, because whatever you do, getting a draft pick is going to help you if it's as low as possible.
Well, and any victories now, any playoff berths, it's all going to be short-lived excitement, right? I mean, you're going to have the berth. It's exciting. You're in it for a minute, but then it's going to be the first or second round, and you're already bounced. And then,
second round.
Well, I'm just saying, like, even if you get to the second round, which is a huge. They're not even in the playoffs. Like, we're even talking about that.
I just say that is the level of delusion? I'm not saying you're delusional, but I'm saying you're exhibiting delusional characteristics.
I'm trying to rationalize what they're doing.
You just said the Bucks are a 12 seed. How many 12 seeds halfway through February at the All-Star break the Bucks are 7 games under 500? How many teams 7 games under 500, a 12 seed at the All-Star break, are talking about the second round of the play? What? You're closer to picking in the top half of the draft than you are to going to the second round of the playoffs.
But it even creates further the argument that what are the Bucks doing? Now, winning 5 to 6 games, normally that would be celebrated, but why are they doing this? Because, Kyle, I'll ask you, are you rooting for the Bucks to win or lose this year?
Oh, you didn't hear this earlier this week. Oh, I'm rooting for the Bucks to lose. I am
straight up.
I am openly rooting for the Bucks to lose, but where I'm torn at, because I'm a Bucks fan deep to the core. And Brad, I'm telling you, I know you guys been sick in the crib. These last 2 games, they've been fun. Like,
they're young and fun.
Do you remember
that's going to be short-lived?
I know. I'm a sucker for the Bucks. It's Valentine's Day weekend. I'm a sucker for love right now. But Brad, I mean, we remember the days where the Bucks used to make these trades at the deadline, and we get excited about the player that they get and can't wait for them to put. I believe the Bucks traded for Nick Van Horn at the deadline one time.
Van Horn.
I believe he was.
Maybe
it wasn't the deadline, but I mean, I couldn't wait to see Nick Van Horn in a Bucks jersey, right? Yeah. I remember when they got Corey Maggette in the offseason one time, and I couldn't wait to see Corey Maggette, Spaghetti Maggette in a Bucks uniform. So, like, when these things happen. It was a 3-team trade deadline for Keith Van Horn back in 2004. But I get excited about that. Anthony Mason getting hit, like, just wanting to see what these guys can do.
But those are going to be the days we're going to be back to if we find ourselves in the middle of the NBA, which is exactly what we're confronted with. If we don't get a huge haul from Giannis or keep him, these games that we're winning is going to take us further away from these generational players. And we're going to get some guy who's just going to be all right, and we're going to be in the middle of the NBA, in NBA purgatory that the Bucks were most of our lives, and we'll be excited about a guy like Van Horn and Corey Maggette, and like that will be the highlight of our time. TJ Ford, getting a guy like that, where
the draft couldn't wait.
Excitement. It's just like it's a fun story and it's entertaining. but never a serious contender.
Yeah, and that's just what I don't want to go down the path. Once you get the sweet taste of winning a Larry O'Brien trophy, now you understand what it takes. When you don't,
now those days from our youth is not good enough.
Yeah, like when you don't know what it takes to have a championship team, you're just dreaming, man. Like when we were talking about Bucks and 6, the Bucks I think were like a 6, 7, or 8 seed that time. Where it might have been an 8 seed. Going to get the Cavs or something like that. Like did you believe? I believe that the Bucks could pull out. I said maybe. Just maybe, right? And now you realize that just maybe is not a reality, because even if you pull off an upset in the first round, you still have to do so much work to get to the final. So I want a future with Giannis in Milwaukee 100%, but I believe the future is brighter with the Bucks if we find a way to keep Giannis and we still find a way to get a high draft pick. It's okay to lose and tank. The Spurs situation was different because, you had David Robinson who was out and ended up getting Tim Duncan. It's very, very different, and he ended up getting Victor Wembanyama as well later on. Sometimes tanking can help build a roster up. Like 1 year of sacrifice that we just talked about with the Packers, right? Wouldn't you take the Packers having 1 or 2 down seasons if that meant 5 years from then they're going to win a Super Bowl?
Oh, absolutely.
I would do the same thing for the Bucks.
Absolutely. And I just think of what the Bucks look like now. I guarantee the Bucks are going to win some games, and maybe they'll be just under 500. They'll have maybe a lottery pick, but it's going to be a far-fetched lottery one. You get the 10th or 12th pick, you're going to miss out on a generational player. There's not that many guys in any given draft that are transformative. There's only a few usually. There's like 5 or 6 this year, but you got to be in that top 5 or 6 to actually get them, and I don't think the Bucks are going to be there.
Don't think the Bucks will be there. I want to say go Bucks go, but I also want the Bucks to be able to draft as high as possible so we can make sure that this team can be winning in the future. Bradley Nortman, the Hall of Famer. I'm Kyle Walsh. He's Alex Stroh. We'll continue more coming up next here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Brookfield Central Hall of Famer Brad Nortman.
I think Kyle is onto something.
Oh, buddy!
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Truth Nation, mark your calendars for Friday, February 20th, as we will be hosting our 2nd annual Truth Community Awards, hosted by the legendary Home, Blow, and Bailey Cope. Tickets are on sale now. Visit 1017truthawards.com to learn more. The Truth Community Awards are sponsored by Milwaukee College Prep, the Milwaukee Bucks, Gruber, Steinhoffel, Cousin Subs, and 3rd Street Market Hall. Come celebrate with us on Friday, February 20th at the Truth Community Awards from 5:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. Do not miss out on the best community awards event of the year.
Screaming Sicilian, more is amore. Screaming Sicilian, more is amore. Amore, pepperoni, amore, mozzarella, amore. Screaming Sicilian, screaming Sicilian.
Screamin' Sicilian frozen pizza. More toppings, more flavor. More is amore.
Grab the dial and crank it up, baby, because Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee is spinning its Winning Hits collection. Over the next 3 months, you could win a share of over $1 million in prizes. On top of thousands in cash and reward play, you could win one of 3 new Ford vehicles in the grand finale drawings on March 27th. Just play with your rewards card to earn entries. Press play on the Winning Hits collection, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Hey, it's Kyle Wallace. February is all about love, and while you're out here showing love to your partner, don't forget about a place that shows up for you every single day, your home. Right now, when you buy 2 windows, you get 2 free. That's a real deal, and there's no limit. You'll also get 0% interest for 36 months, $500 off your next home improvement project. Call 414-410-2000 or visit universalwindowsdirect.com to schedule your free estimate today. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Disney on Ice presents Frozen and Encanto in one exciting family experience. Sing along with Anna and Elsa in wintry Arendelle. And celebrate the power of love, Y Familia, with Mirabel and Bruno in the show everyone will be talking about, live in your hometown. Now playing at Fiserv Forum this week. Great seats still available. Visit DisneyOnIce.com and get your tickets today.
Hi, this is Michelle Voskel, CPA and team member at the Neo Group. Well, here we are. It is 2026. Remember last year when you said never again? Did it work? You didn't start your business to spend lots of time doing bank reconciliations, cash flow projections, or inventory analysis. Let us help you keep your New Year's resolution to stay on top of your finances and keep your books up to date. Don't do the same thing this year and expect different results. Start the year off on the right foot by calling the Neal Group to help you understand your numbers and make them better. You earned it. We help you keep it. Call 414-325-2040 now to set up a meeting to see how you can make 2026 the best year ever. The first meeting is free. That's 414-325-2040 or visit us at nealgroup.net. That's NEAL group.net.
Ben Brust here for the Princeton Club. If you're looking for your better tomorrow, you know where to go. It's the Princeton Club. If you're looking to grow, it's also the Princeton Club, because they will cheer for you in all areas of your life. The best way to do that is to start a foundation of having a healthy body, and your growth will start from there. With the cleanest health clubs in Wisconsin, they provide everything for you to reach your goals. Start your better tomorrow today and grow in all areas of your life at the Princeton Club. Join for a better tomorrow.
A Badger, a Panther, a Jaguar, and a Lancer. Congratulations to Brad Nortman, Brookfield Central Hall of Famer.
Brust Nortman. I'm Kyle Wallace. He's Brad Nortman, and this is Kyle Brust Nortman on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee. You can watch and stream us live on YouTube. What up, YouTube? You can give us a like, give us a share, so you never miss any of Kyle Brust Nortman.
You know, with Valentine's Day tomorrow, first of all, Valentine's Day on a Saturday, I feel like all that does. You love it? I feel like all it does is increase pressure.
Really?
Yeah, because now there's really no excuse. You have a full day. It should be at most just like dinner, a card, and some flowers. But now you can do a whole day thing.
Basic Bradley.
No, I mean
basic Bradley.
Isn't there enough days? I mean, there's anniversary. There's your significant other's birthday. I mean, there's so many days to celebrate. Why throw in another day that's just fabricated? It sounds a little bit like bah humbug, but am I wrong? I mean, there's already so many celebratory days.
Now, I am one who believes that there are too many days to celebrate, and I also believe that I love my woman, right? There's not enough days. Like, Sweetest Day isn't made of a big deal. I don't see people dressing up for Sweetest Day. No. Everybody's dressing up in pink or red right now for Valentine's Day, but nobody care about Sweetest Day. This is a sexist holiday. I want to be wooed. I want to be catered to like Destiny's Child talked about. I want somebody to have rose petals on the ground for me maybe once in a while.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, oh, wow is right.
Maybe there should be like an alternate. Maybe every other year, the man takes the initiative and does the treating, and then the next year, the woman does it. It's a way to show reciprocity, a little bit of reciprocality in the relationship.
Oh,
keeps things fresh, keeps things exciting.
That would have been a great Hear Brad Out.
It would have been a great Hear Brad Out. I guess this is it, the Hear Brad Out, because I didn't do it on Wednesday.
Every other year, one's for men having to take lead, one's for women having to take lead.
It feels like it's right.
I would love it. You can ask a question.
I love Lexi. I love Lexi, right? She called in today, wished me, my parents, all the thing.
Yeah,
but
congratulations, Hall of Famer.
Thank you, Brookfield Central Hall of Fame. What up? But it's been a minute since I've been treated, and maybe feel nice to be treated like that.
Yeah, and Brad, I know where you're coming from, because I said the same thing a couple of days ago. Is that I get treated very well, very well, very well in my household. But it'd be nice a little bit sometimes. When we go out. It's all planned for a special holiday.
Yeah.
Where it's like Valentine's Day where I get everything planned. I wouldn't be mad about that whatsoever.
Because I'm guessing it's, when you and baby girl figure out like a place to go, right? Are you taking the lead, or is it decided between the two of you?
I live in a traditional household.
So you say, baby girl, we're going to dinner here at this time. This is what I expect you to be wearing.
Well, okay. I am a traditional millennial. Let me take that back. When I say traditional household,
I was like, we're running this to the 50s?
No. I say, hey, here are some options. Where do you want to go?
You ain't that man in the house. I'm not either.
And then she doesn't really 100% know, and I end up making a decision. time-wise, I provide her options, and I come up with the answer.
Gotcha.
And when
Options
it comes to wearing,
to narrow it down.
Yes, yeah. Who am I? We are not our grandparents or great-grandparents. All right, we don't do that. But this has been Kyle, Brust, and Nortman here on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee. It's so great to have the Hall of Famer now, the Brookfield Central Athletics Hall of Famer, Brad Nortman, with me. Brad, just again, you can just share, how does it feel?
It feels great. Thank you so much, Brookfield Central Hall of Fame. All my family, friends. Love you guys. Honored. Very honored. I'll never forget today.
Yes, thank you so much to KBN Nation. We'll be back next week. Keep it locked. Have a great weekend. The Home Hour is up. Coming up next.
Slowdowns across the system this evening.